players have taken up their positions. You've got Ben Ratton in the ruck up against Nelson Aldridge. The umpire's got the ball in the hand. The umpires
He's going to get us underway.
They'd have to be nervous as well because they haven't umpired a game for 4 points since 2009. Well, since 2019. The umpire holds the ball up in the air, throws it up in the air. Ratton up against Aldridge. Aldridge wins it down. POWELLTOWN clear the ball out of the middle of the ground. Comes out to the broadcast side of the ground. A number of players are in it. Jesse Mitchell for POWELLTOWN tries to get it out, but he's swamped by Warburton Millgrove players, and we're going to get a throw up.
You're going to do very well today, and I'm going to keep a tally. How many times you say wanted?
No, so ball thrown up. Aldridge wins the ball down again. Chapman gets a quick kick out of there for POWELLTOWN to half forward. A lot of numbers around the footy at the moment. Everyone's just trying out and get a kick. It comes clear. Warburton trying to clear it. No, back. There's going to be a free kick against Mitchell from POWELLTOWN, and it's going Warburton Millgrove's way. They come to the broadcast side, and out wide they find Ferguson for Warburton. He goes short. Ooh,
a bit short.
A bit short. I think that's Icono with the football for Warburton.
Look at all the new boots.
Yeah, they're very shiny. He goes short. That's a good hit.
New jumpers, new boots, everything.
In the middle, Barnard goes inboard to Aldridge. Kick goes along the ground. Aldridge picks it up. He's got numbers on him. He drops. Could have been a holding the ball. But then we've got another ball up at half forward for Warburton Millgrove. Yep. So it's a little bit scrappy at the moment. Not hitting too many targets, but you'd expect that being the first game for 4 points. Both ruckmen missed the ball. Back on the ground. Aldridge on top of it. And he's swamped by Ratton as well. He just puts a little bit of a bear hug on him, and we'll get another ball up half forward for Warburton Millgrove. Up again. Ratton takes it out of the rack. Handballs backwards. POWELLTOWN clear the ball to half forward. Mitchell flies. The ball comes to ground. Warburton defence working overtime. Trying to pick it up and get a clear possession. It's bouncing around at the moment. It comes clear. Warburton doing well there. Clear it out from half back. Down the line. Coming across. Ratton gets a hand. A great one-hander brought in there by the Warburton forwards, but Taylor trying to clear it out for POWELLTOWN. He comes through. He's got a very unique 00 number on today, but it's marked at half or on the wing for Warburton. Warburton through Reed into the forward line, but a good mark there in the back line from Garthwaite for POWELLTOWN. He switches play, finds his teammate there in Russell Cowan. He looks to go inward. It's a bit of a wobbly kick.
But it's our first chip kick.
It is. POWELLTOWN clear the ball out just in front of centre wing. Ball hits the ground. McHale trying to pick it up. Goes with a handball backwards. And Warburton, again, clear out to the broadcast side wing. They go a quick kick down the line. Oh, good marking. So Warburton with the ball. Centre wing in the hands of Michael Reid. Goes short inboard to Aldridge. Aldridge looks up. Plays on. Goes long into the forward line. Pack forms. Ball brought to ground. Coming through at the back is Ashby for POWELLTOWN. He goes for the handball over the top to Taylor. Taylor then goes forward with another handball for POWELLTOWN. They move it down the far side of the wing. To Ford's folks. The ball hits the ground. Again, good pick up. The Warburton defence are working overtime here. They're over the top of the ball. Comes out. Umpires are letting it go. Very similar to Friday night footy. Warburton doing well. Icono with the ball. He'll be looking to dazzle today. Goes up to a 2-on-1 contest for Warburton. Coming through Bayliss. He picks it up. Handballs over the top to Chapman. Downfield, umpire says advantage. No, he's going to bring it back, which in the end might
work out for him.
No, it's going to come back. I think a couple of Powley players on the ground. I think dealt with a bit physically after the contest, so it's going to come back. And taking the free kick is Josh Johnson for POWELLTOWN. Just forward side to centre wing, broadcast side, which is the clubroom sides here at POWELLTOWN.
Good structured play from both sides so far.
So, POWELLTOWN goes with a short, low, accurate kick, but it hits the ground, comes too high. Going to be a free kick to Warburton Millgrove there. And pick that up. Who is back there? That was 26. Jackson Jones. He tries to play on. He doesn't hit the target. We've got the first score of the afternoon. It's a kick off the ground for POWELLTOWN, through for a behind. So it's 1 point POWELLTOWN. The first score for 2021 is a point for POWELLTOWN. Warburton yet to trouble the scorers. So, Warburton bringing the ball in. They come again to the commentary side, and Barnard takes the mark from the kick in. So, he's at half back. There's a lot of players down the line. Could be, is he going to go short? No, he does go short. It's wide. One bounce, and on the full. Oh, no, he's called it out of bounds.
Oh, that's really lucky, that
yeah,
one.
that was very lucky. I think that was a little toe tapper over the line. I think they were lucky to get that away. Get away
If you
with
recognise that voice, listeners, that's the Possum. He's normally on the roof. He's just sitting in the van helping us out today. So welcome, Possum.
Thank you very much.
Aldridge takes the ball out of the ruck. A couple of quick handballs. They go down the line. Oxley for POWELLTOwn. Gets it back to Bayliss. Bayliss is swamped. He gets a quick handball away. It's coming towards the boundary line. Oh, cuts. Great play there
It's Rusty,
by
of
Russell
course.
Cowan. Gets a handball there. Gets it back. The old 1-2. Tries to break a couple of tackles. Umpire says throwing the ball, and it's going to be a free kick to Michael Reid from Warburton MILLGROVE.
Just one too many. Tried to break through there, Rusty.
So, half forward, they go short. Finds Iacono. He's had a number of touches early. At half forward, he goes short again. It's very tight on the boundary line. And
You'd have a shot from there, Bobber.
I think this could be the
That's
young
Bailey
fella,
Humphrey.
Bailey Humphrey. So, he's right in, and he'd be getting some advice from the POWELLTOwn crowd here.
Absolutely. Oh, well, he's in front of the Warby change room,
he's
so
probably-
not the worst spot. He could be further in the pocket than in all sorts.
So, Bailey Humphrey having a shot on goal. Kicks well,
Top of
gets
the
to the
goal
top
square.
of the square. Ball comes to ground. Bayliss picks up. He just hoiks it up into the air. It's going to come off by the looks of it and finds it. Oh, his teammate dropped the ball. Taps it back inboard. The ball's free. POWELLTOwn pick it up. McLaughlin comes with the ball and finds Chapman at half back with a short kick. Reese Chapman goes to Ratton. Ratton's got the ball at half back. He goes, he goes short into the middle of the ground. That's a great hit up.
Oh, too
And he finds Russell Cowan. Tried to get a
Tried to
50
get-
or 25, I should
That's
say.
right.
It's changed. So Russell Cowan in the middle of the ground goes with a left boot, trying to find folks, but there's two Warburton defenders in front, and they've got it at half back, and they move it on quickly. I think that might be Barnard who has the ball at half back for Warburton MILLGROVE.
Just where the hump is.
It is, yes. So they move the ball short. They're moving it very well at the moment out of defence, Warburton MILLGROVE. So they've got it in the middle of the ground. They've gone long. Ball comes to ground. Oh, it's a high tackle. It's going to be a free kick to Warburton MILLGROVE. So just trying to pick up who was tackled high. It was a Jack Lee kick into the forward line. Hopefully he turns the right way. Is he going to turn the right way? I think it is Trent Elliott who has the free kick for too high, and he will have the first shot on goal for Warburton MILLGROVE in the first quarter here at POWELLTOwn. So he's going to kick from, I'm going to assume it's probably about a 45-metre arc here at POWELLTOwn. Set shot, 45-degree angle. He comes in. Nice settled run in. Gets good purchase on the ball, but just pushes it across through for a behind, and the scores are all evened up here at POWELLTOwn. 1 point apiece in the first quarter.
You know what we did forget?
Timer.
Clock.
Yeah.
I'll just say
We'll have to
10
find one.
minutes.
I don't know, it's not in the kit bag.
So Bayliss bringing the ball in for POWELLTOwn. With the new rule, he can run in outside the square, goes to the scoreboard side. Ball comes off the top of the pack and punched out of bounds, and we'll get a
they're not
boundary
there, Jay.
throw in right in front of the scoreboard here at POWELLTOwn. That's reading 1 point apiece in the first quarter. So it's been a good opening. Both sides have settled well. So ball in. Aldridge up against Jesse Mitchell for POWELLTOwn. Ball comes out the back. Murphy puts some pressure on Russell Cowan. Picked up there by Warburton. They go across the ground. Ball's loose. POWELLTOwn have the numbers here. Picking it up there is James
dropped it
Ashby,
as
but
it
he's
was tackled.
tackled. Ball spills free. Oh, it's going to be a high and
Oh, they got it
Warburton
in
have
the
got
end.
the ball. Yeah, it's Liam. Sorry,
That's
Bailey Humphrey plays on, uses the stand rule, goes long. Oh, could have gone through if he had left it. Bayliss picks up the loose ball for POWELLTOwn and just
Steps through for a
walks
behind.
through. Umpire says that's okay. So it's 2 points. Warburton MILLGROVE, 1 point POWELLTOwn. I'm going to struggle with that all day, I think. Jesse Mitchell is on the receiving end of the kick. Ball spills free. Murphy with the handball, intercepted by POWELLTOwn. Bayliss has got it for at half back for POWELLTOwn. Goes down the line. Warburton have got the numbers here off top of hands. Ball spills free and goes out of bounds. Half forward for POWELLTOwn, just in front of Dean Roy. Couldn't get there quick enough.
One of the leading goal kickers from 2019, Dean Roy.
So, good contest. Back up in the ruck, Ratton versus Aldridge. Ratton seems to be changing at half forward for POWELLTOwn with Jesse Mitchell. Ball on the ground. Trying to get it. It's hard to get a clean possession. A quick kick out of there for POWELLTOwn. Goes forward. Folkes fires. Ball comes to ground. He's got two to compete against. Picked up by the Warburton defence. They've done well and they clear with a short kick out wide. Noonan finds his teammate there. Can't quite pick up his number, but he goes with a quick handball. Another quick handball for Warburton to Murphy. Murphy always slips over, gets a handball. The ball spills free. Warburton still moving forward. They've done well here. They've got it up to the wing. In just with handballs. Aldridge has got in the middle of the ground. He handballs to a teammate who then goes with a quick out wide. It's a 3-on-3 contest here. The ball in the ground in front of the POWELLTOwn bench, and it's rushed across the line by Matt MacArthur for POWELLTOwn, and we'll get a boundary line throw in on the broadcast side here, which is the clubroom side at Warburton Millgrove. Sorry, at POWELLTOwn. It's going to throw me all day, that.
We've had a slight injury already. I think young Reedy's got a shoulder.
Yep. Oh, Aldridge
Aldridge fell over.
Fell over his own feet then. Numbers around the ball. Murphy is on top of it for Warburton Millgrove, but we're going to get another ball up. Forward to centre wing for the Borough. Maybe that's what I need to do.
Yeah, that'll do.
So, ball up. Aldridge wins another tap down. Murphy runs on it for the Boroughs, but runs over the top. Reece Chapman, oh, that might be
put
high.
His head over it. Rewarded.
Reece Chapman's got the ball for POWELLTOwn. Defensive side of centre wing. Plays on, goes down the line. Again, a 2-on-1 contest here at halfback for Warburton, and they take control of the ball with a nice safe mark. So, he looks to switch. Finds his teammate across the line. Can't quite pick up who it is at the moment on the far side of the ground. But they've got control of the ball here, Warburton Millgrove, and it's in the hands of Liam Barnard. He tries to play on quickly, but the handball gets sort of a quick touch on it, but they've been able to recover, and they come to the middle of the ground to Murphy. Murphy's got some space. He plays on. Oh, it's an ordinary kick off the boot of Brendan Murphy, which you don't really see too often. POWELLTOwn with the ball, but it's, again, a lot of numbers around the footy. The umpires are letting it go. It comes out. Quick kick from Barlas at half-back to half-forward. It's high in the air, and it's a good mark by Dean Wright from POWELLTOwn, and he's taken the mark just inside what I'm going to call the 45-metre arc here at POWELLTOwn.
The arc.
The arc. So he's on kicking to the middle end of the ground here at POWELLTOwn. So he's on the far side of the ground, the scoreboard side of the ground, probably a bit more than a 45-degree angle, but he's probably kicking from about 35, 40 metres out to try and register the first goal of the afternoon. Comes in, good deliberate shot, just pulls it a bit narrow. Left. Another behind. So, 2 points apiece here at POWELLTOwn. No one able to get that first goal on the board.
High-scoring venue's letting me down.
It is, mate. You went very early with that, didn't you? So, Warburton, the Boroughs trying to bring it in, looking for an option. Just sitting in the square. Players move, now plays on. Coming to the commentary side. Kick, Aldridge underneath it, trying to get the big hands up. Gets one mitt to it, ball comes to ground. Coming through is Paddy Hoy. Great delivery inboard to his teammate there in Anderson. He plays on, goes for long, one-on-one contest. Ball hits the ground, picked up by Elliott. Swings around, looks for a teammate in the middle of the ground, and he has found...
Oh, what good work rate, Paddy.
Paddy Hoy has followed up from half-back, and now he's having a shot on goal. Gives me a great opportunity to see how these young fellas go and what I'm going to be up against at some stage during the year.
They've been quite impressive, Bob.
I think
you
have.
Got your work cut out for you, mate. They're holding their own very nicely here in the senior footy.
They are. Now, Paddy Hoy.
Hun.
Paddy Hun. Shot on goal. Straight in front. Gets on the way, and he's kicked the first goal of the afternoon, and the Warburton side are getting around him. That's 1-8 Warburton Millgrove to 2 points POWELLTOwn. And the young fellas for the Borough have started off.
Yeah, the difference
on a house on
fire. A bit of excitement in the foreline.
Definitely. So they're doing very well at the moment. So it's been a fairly even start, and that's the first goal of the afternoon in this game here at POWELLTOwn Reserve. And it's a 6-point lead to the Borough at the moment in the first quarter. We're going to, a bit of a guess, maybe 18 minutes gone in the first quarter. We'll throw it out there. We'll see what happens. So back in the middle, thrown up. Ratton gets a hand to it, comes down. POWELLTOwn clear through Cowan onto the left boot, puts it up high. Players wait underneath it. No one gets there. Ball hits the ground. Knock forward. Warburton have got the numbers here, but can they clear it? They get good spin. Kick
nice evade
from the Borough defence. They got it out to the wing. They go inside. Paddy Hoy's got it. Hon's got it again. Gets clear. Looks up board. Puts a kick downfield. He's done well there.
Yeah, consistent there. There was one earlier like that against that went Bayless's way, and
It
then
did.
Ratton was just a bit too much. He knew it as soon as he touched him.
Yeah.
He knew he had too much momentum and force against the young fella.
So he did well to evade some tackles there, Paddy Hun.
Yes, correct.
I'll get it right. So Dylan Anderson has the ball for Warburton and Millgrove to try and get their second goal of the afternoon. He's going to be kicking 45 metres out, basically directly in front, and he's gone a bit narrow as well, and that's another behind to the scoreboard for the Borough. They go to 139. POWELLTOwn still on 2 points. We're into the early 20-minute stage of the first quarter here. I'll just go with a round number, I think.
Yeah, it shouldn't be too long a quarter with not a lot of stoppages and not a lot of scoring, but so it might be into time on.
Josh Taylor goes in short to his teammate there in Reece Johnson. So still inside the arc here, POWELLTOwn in their defensive arc. We've just sort of slowed it down. Taylor tries to shepherd. Oh, Johnson gets around one. He hasn't had a bounce. Oh, it's a wobbly kick on the ground. Bayless comes through. Cowan's there to back him up, but the Borough forwards and on-ballers have got there and they've locked it in at centre-half forward.
Their setups are definitely very impressive.
They've
had 18 months to get those right.
Exactly. Ball up. Aldridge. Ratton gets a hand to it, comes to ground. Quick hands there for Warburton, but it's POWELLTOwn. No, it's still, coming through strong there was the POWELLTOwn defence. POWELLTOwn have got the ball, but there's great tackle there from Paddy Hun, and that ball forces the ball out of bounds. So, right in front of the canteen here at POWELLTOwn, where you've got the best chips and gravy
Even
going
if they
around.
are cold, they'll still be the best.
Ratton gets a hand to it. Could have got a free kick for too high. Ball comes through. Quick handball out to Aikano. Just puts a little kick along the ground. It's very smart. Comes out the back to McHale, who hits up out wide. Oh, no, his teammate there in Elliott drops the ball, but he's got time. Goes in board, but they're taking the mark is Mullen for POWELLTOwn.
He had time to recover, but he rushed the kick in board.
Ratton gets his hands up. So, handball to his teammate there in Johnson. He then goes over the top to Cowan. Cowan then goes with another handball. Ball comes into the hands of Tyler Green. His kick is along the ground. Warburton have got numbers there. McHale picks it up. Just handballs out forward on the ground. Ball is being contested there. 2, 3 players all on top of the ball, and we're going to get a ball up. Couldn't be much more natural than centre wing here at the POWELLTOwn Reserve on the broadcast side, the club room side of the ground. Ball
walking
goes up.
past us now. Michael Reid looks like he's done for the day.
He does got his arm in a sling. Cowan trying to get the ball out. He's just trying to handball the ball into the ground. I don't think that works. But he got away with it. So, another ball up centre wing. We've got White here for Warburton going up against Ratton. Ratton gets front position, gets a hand to it, gets a second hand to it, taps it out the back to Moody. Moody goes with a left boot to half forward. Ball hits the ground. Good pick up there by Roy around the corner. One bounce, bounce, and it's been touched. 1 point to Warburton, to POWELLTOwn. They just can't get that goal on the board. Warburton bring the ball in super quick. Murphy's got it. He goes long to half forward. Pack forms. Ball, nearly. Ratton doing the roving. Goes back with the handball to Taylor. He's under pressure. He's got to go with a quick handball back as well to Johnson. Johnson now, POWELLTOwn have got some space to work in. Good chase there from Elliott. Could have been downfield to push.
Yep.
And I think Michael Folks has taken the mark there for POWELLTOwn. But I think he's going to, regardless of the free kick, he's got the mark and he will have a shot on goal from 30 metres directly in front. Distance shouldn't be a worry. It's all going to be about accuracy.
And that's the first time we've seen a nice entry delivery to a full forward today as well. Just out in front of them so they can lead into it, not trying to take on 2 or 3.
The drop
stabbed at it.
The drop
I think he's got there.
Very ordinary, but I think he's put it through.
He has.
Michael Folks kicks the first goal for POWELLTOwn for season 2021.
Come on, boys. Settle down.
So 1-3-9 Warburton to POWELLTOwn. It might be, I'm just waiting for the score attendance to pop that up for us. I think it might be 1-3-9 as well. We might be levelled up at 9, and there it is. What a good get from me. So, a very even first quarter. POWELLTOwn switched the ball very well then to get the ball to transition from the back line into the forward line for Folks to score the first goal. So, we've got White from Warburton up against Ratton from POWELLTOwn. Ratton both gets a couple of knocks to it. Quick kick out of the middle there by Mullen. It's high. Getting his hands to it there.
It was
Ferguson, but dropped the ball. So, it's could have been in the back. Or his umpire. He's going to pay nothing, and he's going to ball it up at half forward for POWELLTOwn.
No prior really in that.
That was a pretty quick tackle, wasn't it? So it's thrown up. Mitchell does the ruck work this time for POWELLTOWN. Ball comes to ground. There's a lot of players around the footy at the moment. And I think the umpire, yep, he's going to have to ball that up again. So Ratton's dropped back for POWELLTOWN across half back, and Jesse Mitchell doing the ruck work against White. White jumps well for POWELLTOWN, but it's a quick kick up in the air.
Standing
by
barrel.
Roy, and underneath it, folks, ball comes free. One bounce and run into an open goal with the banana is POWELLTOWN, and they've got their second. I'm just waiting for him to turn around so I can see his number.
39.
39. It's Jake Neal, the late inclusion into the team, gets POWELLTOWN's second for the afternoon. They move on to 2-3-15 to 1-3-9 Warburton Millgrove. Great roving off the pack there by Neal, and he's got his first for the afternoon.
And around the grounds, Bobby, Berwick Springs have got the jump. They're 5-5-35, leading Belgrove 1-2-8.
Oh.
20 minutes into the first quarter.
We were at Belgrove on Sunday, and it rained, and the ground was in good nick, but geez, it was slippery. So, back in the middle. Ratton up against Aldridge has come back in for the centre clearance. He jumps early. Ratton taps it down to Bayless. Bayless gets a quick kick around the corner. Half forward for POWELLTOWN, but the defence again of Warburton doing well there. Under pressure. A couple of quick handballs. Could be a free kick for holding the man. Not paid. Umpire lets it go. They've been letting the play go just a little bit, just to give the players an opportunity to get the ball out from those scrimmages. So, ball up again. Forward of centre for POWELLTOWN. Ratton or Aldridge got hands to it. Quick kick from the contest there by Warburton Millgrove to half forward. Reece Chapman taps it towards his teammate there in Garthwaite, but the ball runs out of bounds and we'll get another ball in. This time it's in the forward pocket for Warburton Millgrove on the scoreboard side of the ground, right in front of a very packed hill here at POWELLTOWN. Ball's thrown in. Ratton and Aldridge wrestling. Goes over the top of him. Loose ball. Tapped by Murphy. Coming through there. Hung. Can't get a hold of it. The ball spills free again. Again, a lot of players around the ball. The umpire's going to have to come in and ball it up, and he does. It's tough around the contest at the moment. No clear possession can be won out of those contests. So, Ratton, Aldridge, again, trying just to show a strength. Both players can't get a hand of the ball. The ball just trying to move it forward is POWELLTOWN, but well tackled there by a couple of Warburton players, and we're going to get another ball up centre half forward for Warburton Millgrove. Kicking to the state forest end here at POWELLTOWN. Thrown up. Aldridge, could have been a free kick for hold. Both ruckmen end up on the ground. And now they're both wrestling for the ball. I think the umpire's going to have to ball it up again. I think if Leo was here, Leo would
be tied now at the end of the quarter, the boys.
Yeah, I think if Leo was here, Leo would be saying there's a free kick coming. So, ball up again. Both ruckmen. There's a high grabber jumpers, which I can clearly
the
see.
opportunity.
Oh, there's the high kick.
There
There it is. There's the high tackle. So, Warburton Millgrove with the free kick. They're going to put the ball in forward. So, it's driven in long by Jones.
Delivery.
It's up high.
White
White
went with him.
White.
Left on his
Uncontested
own.
mark. The POWELLTOWN defence got a little bit confused, and Andrew White is going to have a shot, 45-degree angle, probably going to kick from just inside the 45-metre arc here at POWELLTOWN. So this will level the scores if he can find the goals. So, deliberate set shot on goal. Adam Oxley with the stand rule on the mark here, putting the arms up, can only jump up and down. White comes in, deliberate set, very, very comfortable.
I likes it.
Oh, it
It's
does
through.
not move, and it's through the big sticks. Another goal there for Warburton Millgrove through the boot of Andrew White. They move on to 2-3-15, as is POWELLTOWN 2-3-15, and the scores are level once again here in this round one clash between POWELLTOWN and Warburton Millgrove. It's been a good first quarter.
It has. Rather entertaining. Some fairly good skills, moving from one end to another.
It definitely. It's been the
Both
first.
teams trying to find their feet and their best way forward. That's where they're...
Yeah, definitely. They've been doing well in defence, but moving into the forward line has been tough. So Aldridge up against Mitchell in the middle for POWELLTOWN. Quick kick off the ground from Bayless. Gets it to half forward, but Murphy picks up. Does a 360. Round he goes. Handballs to his team. Puts his teammate under plenty of pressure, but he's been able to get up. POWELLTOWN trying to come forward with the ball, but again, it's no one can get a clear possession. And we'll get a ball up half forward for POWELLTOWN.
Bit of a waste of extra numbers on the half-back line there on that occasion by Warby.
Yeah, they should have moved the ball forward from that position. Ratton taps down. Bayless tries to pick up. Well, Icono comes in and locks it in there, and it's a bit of a stack on the middle there, and getting a bit out from McHale. And when there's 5-6 players on top of the pill, she's pretty tough to get out, and the umpire will ball it up nearly in the same spot. So Ratton for POWELLTOwn up against Aldridge from Warburton. Ratton gets the hands to it, taps out the back. Cowan trying to pick up, can't do it. It's a little bit slippery out there for some of the boys, and again, umpire's going to come in and ball up. Oh, you throw a blanket over 20 plays here around the footy.
Yep.
So ball up at half forward. Ratton against Aldridge.
Should have one extra at the stoppage at the moment.
Yeah,
no, they don't.
Going forward. Ratton taps forward, straight into his teammate's hands, but he's wrapped up very quickly there by Liam Barnard. And again, we'll get another ball up. So half forward, still hasn't moved much. Maybe a metre or two towards the goals for POWELLTON. There's a grab
so
of the
much
jumper.
holding in the ruck.
Yeah, there's a lot of holding going on. And
Both
what do we get?
players,
Oh, and then we've played a quick free kick for...
He's taking him on in the umpire's eyes.
And Ratton will have I think he's going to have a deliberate set shot on goal. He's just going to settle things down here, the captain of POWELLTOwn. He's going to have to kick this a good 50 metres. So I think he might be just feeling a little bit after that tackle. But he comes in, the big left foot. Or is he going to play? He's going to get very close to the man on the mate. Runs to the side, unleashes the big left footer, and he has nailed it straight through the middle. The captain for POWELLTOwn, Ben Ratton. That's their third for the afternoon. They move on to 3-3-21. Warburton Millgrove 2-3-15.
26 gone.
26 minutes gone in this first quarter. And that was Ben Ratton using the man on the mark stand rule to his advantage there.
Yep.
So very, very good kick.
And did what only he could do for POWELLTOwn. Kick a captain's goal.
Kick a captain's goal. Very true.
Got to get that in.
Yes,
you do. Yes. So we're back in the middle of the ground. Mitchell for POWELLTOwn up against Aldridge. Both ruckmen end up on the ground. No clear tap out. We're going to be a free kick too high going to Barnard.
Man, always under the pack there. Barnard.
The Burrows. He goes forward quickly, and that's a great kick to the leading forward. That's a great kick to his teammate there, and I'll wait till he turns around so I can turn a little bit further for me so I can pick up who it is. And it's number 23, Paddy Hay.
Another young gun for Warby.
So Paddy Hay is going to kick probably similar distance to what Ben Ratton just kicked. 45, 46 metres, 45 degree angle. We're in a great spot. Good spot for a left footer, and he has just nailed it, man. So that's a great kick from Paddy Hay for Warburton Millgrove's third goal of the afternoon. And they now 3-3-21 to 3-3-21. And that was a great pass out of the middle to the leading forward, and he has capitalised on that with a great kick on goal.
Stays like this, we're in for a real good afternoon.
Your high-scoring game. I'll tell you what, it's starting to roll just a little bit. I reckon we've had...
found their feet, and they're starting to move it a bit quicker to that leading player.
Yes.
We're mucking around with it a bit too much.
The forward entries are starting to be a little bit cleaner.
Players a little bit tighter. Defenders a bit sagged off.
Ratton, good tap down to Cowan. Cowan bursts out of the middle under that left boot. Puts it into a very dangerous spot up forward for POWELLTOwn. The Warburton defence under a lot of pressure. Good tackle there. Bedgood picked it up and was well tackled there by Folks. No prior opportunity. Umpire's going to ball it up. So Mitchell for POWELLTOwn doing the ruck work here up against Aldridge. Aldridge, he's going to have a big day in the ruck against Ratton and Mitchell. He wins the tap down this time. Ball comes to Neil. He gets onto the left boot. It's high. Warburton have got the numbers back there, and it's a safe mark in the goal square. Anderson
with the hair.
Goes short to McHale. McHale then goes short. Or kick doesn't find the target there in his teammate. In Lee. Lee gets free. Goes long to the end of half line. Early.
With the fly.
Early jump from Humphrey. But the ball spills free. He goes back in there to try and get it, and he's done well there, Bailey Humphrey. But he did launch it very early to try and take a screamer then in front of the Warby faithful.
Only thing in his favour, he didn't really get off the ground that much.
Aldridge knocks the ball down for Warburton Millgrove. Ratton hits it's a quick kick. It's up high. Not play enough. Umpire says play on. Getting out of there is Lee. Oh, no, it's not Lee. Sorry, McHale. Puts it into the forward line for Warburton. Oh, that's a smart play there from the POWELLTOwn defence. Knocked the ball forward. Running onto the ball is Green. Oh, he can't pick it up. Now there's some pressure from Elliott from Warburton, but he just runs out of space. And we're going to get a boundary throw in right in front of the POWELLTOwn scoreboard here on the far side of the ground.
29 minutes gone.
It's 29 gone, and it's 3-3-21 apiece here in the first quarter between POWELLTOwn and Warburton Millgrove. Ball thrown in Again, lots of jumper holding going on in the ruck
Too
contest. Umpires found a free kick, and it's going to Warby, and it's going to Barnard. So he's looking for a forward target. He goes into the half forward. Oh, that's great work there, and I think that's Paddy Hay again.
Yeah, held his body position beautifully there.
Did well, just got in front, kept his
Normally
opponent.
you'd see those punched away.
Yeah. Seemed to lock the arms of the POWELLTOwn defender up and was able to take a good, safe chest mark. And
nuzzled it straight to the breadbasket.
And he's going for his second. With the way he kicked that last one, this one should be a no-brainer. So he comes in onto the left foot, kicks from the arc, doesn't get as good a purchase and just pulls it a little bit across to the left for
left
a
foot has
behind.
let us down, Leo.
Yes, well, Leo won't be happy. 3-4-22, Warburton Millgrove, 3-3-21, POWELLTOwn. Taylor brings it in to Ratton in the back pocket, and there goes the siren to end the first quarter of this game between Warburton, Millgrove and POWELLTOwn. It's Warburton Millgrove 3-4-22, POWELLTOwn 3-3-21 in a great contest, in great first quarter and a great contest here at POWELLTOwn.
We'll go back to the studios at Yarra Valley FM for a short break and be back after that for the second quarter.
We run with the Tigers. So, back here at the siren goes. The umpire's in the middle. It's Ratton for POWELLTOwn up against...
Aldridge.
Wrapped my headphones off my head with my foot. It's Aldridge with a handball backwards. Wrapped up there in a very good tackle by Russell Cowan, and we're going to get a ball up. POWELLTOwn through. Barnard couldn't get the ball away then. So
I had it ready to go. The timer was ready. I'll just press start
that's
now.
all right.
Jace is on it. Yeah, that's your job now, Jace.
So, Ruckman,
Thanks.
ball comes to ground. Quick kick, no. Ratton comes through strong, can't get it out, and again, it's another stacks on, and James Iacono just trying to take on the big Ben Ratton and brings him to ground. So, ball up again. Ratton up against Aldridge from Warburton. Aldridge wins the tap down, puts it out into space. Ashby for POWELLTOwn runs on. The handball backwards, not the best, but well done there by Johnson. Puts the ball forward to half forward, and ball spills free. Nearly a good mark there by the Warburton defence. Couple of quick hands, finds folks for POWELLTOwn, goes through and nails a goal for POWELLTOwn.
And
nails the opposition as well. I think he tried to come through. And now we've got a bit of a push and shove here in the back line. But to be perfectly honest,
he followed his lines.
He did, though. I think the Warby bloke tried to take him out, but it come off second best. There's still a little bit going on there in the goal square. But it's POWELLTOwn. 4-3.
27.
27, 3-4-22. Thank you very much, mate. I'm going to get my mathematics going back up. Well, the goal umpire is he reporting?
No. Just
just getting the all clear.
Just due to the little dust up.
Yeah.
The all clear hadn't fully been given.
So, ball back in the middle. Aldridge taps out. Coming on the cow and trying to run through. He's wrapped up there very well in a good tackle by Anderson. Ball spills free. Quick kick around the corner from Bayless. Bounces at half forward for POWELLTOwn. Off the boots, and it's going to bounce just inside the line. Centre wing, out of bounds.
Lovely manicured lines here
was.
by Pods. Well done, Pods.
It is. It's beautiful
Shout
up
out.
here today. That was off the boot of McHale. Just dropped inside from Warburton, dropped inside the boundary line. Throwing. The ruckman going in it again. Ball goes over the top of him, coming through. Great pick up there. That was a different handball. Too high there, and Cowan's got the ball for... it's not Russell Cowan, it's Reece Chapman. Goes with the ball down the line for POWELLTOwn. Ball comes to ground. Picked up by the Warburton defence. Cleared quick with a quick kick. Ball knocked to ground by Bayless. Picked up there, Warburton Millgrove. Quick 1-2 there to Anderson. He goes back inboard to Paddy Hung. Paddy Hung goes outside to Iacono. Iacono with the outside of the boot, but coming across there is Josh Taylor for POWELLTOwn.
I did see him out of the peripheral vision coming in there to defend.
So he goes, switches the ball out to the far side of the ground here, and POWELLTOwn are away with the ball. It takes a bounce. Good running there by Johnson. Gets it to half forward. Not the best kick, and it's turned over, and Warburton take a mark at half back. They move it quickly. It's up in the air. Finds. No. Cowan gets a hand in there. Is he going to give away a free kick? No.
Yeah,
he's going to give it away there. Iacono's got the ball.
Yep.
Russell Cowan trying to get it. Iacono's got the ball at half back for Warburton Millgrove.
Those calls are going to be interesting from the crowd, though. They're all 50-50.
Yeah.
What, 2 penalties?
Yeah. So he goes in. It's a slip there. Contest at half forward coming through there. Quick hands. round the corner by Roy on the left boot.
Just didn't get enough
bounces,
around.
and it's out of bounds.
Not the worst result for them.
No, but the turnover at half-back didn't prove as costly as what it could be, but the Warburton boys just need to settle a little bit more when moving the ball out of defence. So, boundary line throw-in, forward pocket for POWELLTOwn. Mitchell in the ruck for POWELLTOwn, Aldridge for Warburton Millgrove. The throw-in's not the greatest.
Redo.
We're going to do a redo. So, again, boundary umpire will have another crack at it. Mitchell for POWELLTOwn, trying to get front position, Aldridge. They're still not the best. We're going to go third time lucky here. Boundary umpire's under a little bit of pressure here now.
Oh, well, it's been 18 months out of the game for all of our
they're a bit rusty
officials
as well.
And we've actually done very well to be filling all the games.
Yes. So Aldridge wins the tap down for Warburton, and they get a quick kick out of the back line to half back. Got the numbers there. Quick kick off the ground there by Anderson out towards the scoreboard here at POWELLTOwn, and it's out of bounds, and we're going to get another throw in. So Ratton coming in to do the ruck work for POWELLTOwn up against Aldridge. So, again, they wrestle, bit of holding, ball comes to ground. Oh, that's a bit of a throw there yet. No, you can't do that. And POWELLTOwn will get the free kick, and that's going back to POWELLTOwn. Not too sure who's got it there, but they've got it at half forward. Looking inboard. They kick it long into the goal square. Folks has got 2 to beat, gets front position. Ball comes to ground. Or could have been high, or could have been in the back. Umpire lets it go. Play on. He's going to play holding the ball.
Unfortunately blindsided there by a Powley player. Just stood right in front of him at the inopportune time. So, free kick there for Lee for Warburton Millgrove. Goes short. Finds his teammate there. The mullet, Anderson.
Anderson. We'll switch onto that sooner rather than later. Play on. On off his line, handballs across. Aldridge just dances a little bit, gets free, goes down the line with a long kick. Getting back there is Garthwaite for POWELLTOwn. He handballs to Taylor. Oh, the kick for Taylor is a terrible one, and it's the marks taken there by Humphrey. He moves on quickly. Smart decision. Finds his teammate all in the goal square as Elliott. So, bad kick from Taylor. Good mark, intercepted mark by.
Been a couple of those off the side of the boot from Powley today.
Yeah, Humphrey takes.
Maybe they got the synthetics, not the leather boots, Bob.
Maybe.
One thing I hate. We've got leather on leather. So much better connection.
So coming in, Elliott for Warburton Millgrove and nails it.
Into the woodmill.
It's gone. It's in there. So Trent Elliott kicks a Warburton Millgrove's 4th for the afternoon. It's POWELLTOwn 4-3-27. Warburton Millgrove 4-4-28. It's still a 1-point game. Very even, very competitive. As POWELLTOwn make a change, coming off is Oxley. It's looking a bit different these days, old Oxley.
Isn't he?
And going on to the ground is Daniel.
Aren't we all?
Yes, that's true. Daniel Hadger. Hayter down to the back line. I think it was his dad was a famous full forward for POWELLTOwn.
Yep, ex-president, Johnny, if that's the relationship between the two.
Played in the 89 grand final against Wandon at at Warburton. So, ball back in the middle. POWELLTOwn with a couple of quick handballs. Oh, they turn it over. Murphy's got it. He's running in the wrong direction, but he finds a teammate. Works out well there for McHale. McHale, his kick is turned over.
Mark.
Here we go. POWELLTOwn out wide to Johnson, to Bayliss. A couple of quick handballs. Bayliss looks up long and goes long towards folks, but the kick falls a bit short and into the hands
41
of, who was it?
Maybe it's Halliday.
Halliday, yes.
Maybe it's Halliday. It's
Maybe
46. We've
46.
got Halliday down as 46.
Yes. So, we're going to go with Shannon Halliday. Hard up against the boundary line. Plays on. Oh, just sort of pops it up to the top of the square. Oh, folks has been held. Oh, no.
Yep.
Ratton's been held, and it's going to be a free kick.
Yep.
So, he's 10, 15 metres directly in front.
Just a bit too strong for the defenders who was on there at the time. A little bit of a mismatch occurred.
Yeah, and just sort of held on. And the free kick was paid, which is for Warburton. They were off and running. So in comes Ben Ratton. Left boot, straight through the middle. Puts their 5th on the board. They move to 5-3-33. Warburton 4-4-28. Second quarter here at POWELLTOwn. So a couple of turnovers for Warburton have cost them a couple of goals. So
we missed him.
Russell McCrimmon.
McCrimmon was the one that put it in deep.
How could I do that?
We just didn't read far enough down the sheet.
I didn't go down my sheet.
Normally the senior numbers don't go that high.
No. So, good contest here. Powelltown have started well. Warburton have answered with one. So, it's 2-1 in this quarter. And we're back in the middle, Ratton up against Aldridge. I think we're going to be seeing that contest all day in the middle of the ground.
Aldridge's only chop out today is when Mike go in there, give him a 5-minute break.
Yeah, so here we go.
Only other option's really Andueza, and he's at full back. You don't want to take him away.
So the ball in the middle. A lot of players around the ball. Spills free.
Horn in the middle.
Horn in the middle. Just now, you get a free kick for Holden. Yeah, did well.
Fella.
In the traffic. I tell you, if they hadn't have given the free kick, he was off and running. So he's in the middle of the ground, Paddy Hunt.
He should take on Ratton. Ratton's never going to catch him. He
goes short, finds his smart kick.
Yeah, kick it to the coach.
Kick it to the coach. You're going to go next week. Brendan Murphy's got the ball. Half forward, goes long, puts it up high. Players settle themselves. Garthwaite brings the ball to ground for Powelltown. Taylor comes through. He's tackled. Ball spills free. Then he goes back on it. Ooh. Dragged it in, but
knocked back in, I reckon.
Knocked back in. Oh, we'll go with that. There was no free kick paid. So we've got a ball up in the forward arc for Warburton. Quick kick out of defence there by Bayliss. Ball gets to half back. Mitchell does well. Brings it to the ground. Cowan comes through. Picks it up. Breaks one. Breaks two. Gets a handball there. Gets it back with the old 1-2. Now he's free. Gets on the left boot. Spearing past to Folks. And Folks takes a great grab under a lot of pressure from Andueza. And Folks plays on. It's not a great kick. Finds Roy. Roy goes with the handball there to his teammate who goes bang straight through the middle. And I'm just trying to pick
39.
up 39.
Jakey Neal. The late inclusion. The difference. The late inclusion.
Didn't he have a short sleeve shirt jumper on in the first quarter? He's gone to long sleeves. Maybe I was mistaken for the afternoon. And Powelltown have kicked 3 goals in this second quarter. They go to 6-3, 39, 4-4, 28, Warburton Millgrove.
And around the grounds, I can let you know, at quarter time at Seville, it is the 2019 Premiers for Division 2, 1-6, trailing Gembrook, 2-6.
Well, there was a big crowd at Seville when I was driving past too, and at Yarra Junction as well for those games. Ratton wins the tap down, tries to get it to Bayliss on the ground, free kick for holding, going to Tim McHale. So he's got it in the middle of the ground, moves it quickly, trying to find White. Ball goes over the top. Coming through there is Elliott. Elliott's got some space, looking for a handball. Finds his teammate, goes onto the left boot there by Tom Maher, and he's nailed it. Quick response there from Warburton Millgrove. They go on to 5-4, 34, trailing Powelltown 6-3, 39. Here in the second quarter at Powelltown.
11.5 minutes gone.
Thank you, mate.
Thank you.
I forget the clocks there. But that was a quick response there. 3-2 in the contest.
Starting to open up.
It is, mate.
Get more scoring, Bobber. See, they're not letting me down at all.
No. What is it about this ground that just invites goals?
It's very. It has room to open wide and switch, but it's also very short.
Yeah. So back in the middle, Jesse Mitchell's gone into the ruck for Powelltown. Up against Nelson. Mitchell wins the tap down, gets it to Cowan. He's starting to have a little bit of an influence. Gets his kick up to half forward. Free kick going to...
just hang on to it long enough.
Jaden Mullen's got the ball, but it's going to come back because she was a mark. Can't play on from a mark.
Unless you're the man with the ball.
And yes. And here comes Adam Oxley back onto the ground.
Get a kick, Ox.
Statless Adam Oxley. That's come straight from him.
Lucky we got Premier Data on board this year. You'll be able to see that during the week.
So, play on quickly, looking for Folks. Oh, no. Ball. Oh, he's paid the mark.
That one again. It's very similar to the one that got to him.
And that's Dean Roy who's got the ball there for Powelltown. That was a good lead, good kick. Don't know if he held it long enough, but the umpire's paid it, and he's the one that makes the final decisions. So, Dean Roy, left foot, 30 metres out from goal, nearly directly in front, slight angle. The way they've been sailing through today shouldn't be a problem. There it is, on his right foot.
Kick.
So, Dean Roy kicks Powelltown 7th for the afternoon. They move on to 7-3, 45. Warburton Millgrove, 5-4, 34. That scoreboard, they need the electronic scoreboard out here.
That's why
make it a bit easier. It's a bit easier. So it's a good game, good contest between two local rivals here at Powelltown. And the ball is starting to move very, very freely. And Russell Cowan for Powelltown is getting his hands on the ball, and he's having a big influence on this game at the moment.
And just getting it in quick, so he's just getting it and putting it in their forward line.
So, ball up in the middle. Mitchell, Aldridge. Aldridge just takes it out of the ruck, uses his side. Quick kick around the corner. Nearly a mark by Anderson. He's taken it too.
Yeah.
He kicked it to himself, but he's got the mark, so he's at centre half forward.
He could dead the line on his back.
So, goes with a long kick into the forward line. It's up high. Pack forms under. Oxley flies. Punches. Ball comes to ground and out of bounds. So, still statless is Adam Oxley.
There's not a lot of high scoring going around the grounds here. We've got another one coming from Mount Evelyn. Mount Evelyn 2-3-15 at quarter time. Emerald 1 goal 8-14.
Accurate footy, not good from the Emerald Bombers. Ball thrown in. White for Warburton against Mitchell for Powelltown. Ball comes to ground. The Warburton forwards put in a lot of pressure on the Powelltown defence, and we're going to get a ball up forward pocket on just in front of the mill, in front of the conifers, in front of the mill here at Powelltown. So, Mitchell for Powelltown up against White. Both players get a hand of the ball, comes straight to ground. A lot of players around the footy. No clear possession. Mitchell does. He gets a handball out for Powelltown, and great smother on the Russell Cowan kick. The young fellas for the Borough certainly having an influence on the game here today at Powelltown.
They are indeed. Definitely a live wires up forward for them.
Ball in. Aldridge's front position, gets his hands to it, knocks it to some space. Ball comes to the ground. Missed handball here. Taylor for Powelltown. He's under a lot of pressure, dragged it in. Ball spills free. Little kick off the ground from Bayless has gone out of bounds. No deliberate there, and that looked like his intention, but we're going to get another throw in. So, still in the forward pocket for Warburton and Millgrove in front of the mill here at Powelltown. Ruckman go up. Aldridge gets a tap down. Quick kick around the corner from McHale, and I think that's gone out of bounds on the full, and Powelltown will get the ball. So it's in the hands of Russell Cowan. Deep in defence.
McHale just didn't get enough purchase.
Yeah. So he plays on. Comes to the commentary side of the ground. It's a good kick to his teammate there in Johnson, and he marks just inside the boundary line. Goes inboard. His kick has missed his target. They got the numbers there, but big Aldridge for Warburton Millgrove picks up, rolls, and gets a ball. Very lucky
in that one.
He did well there because Powelltown definitely had the numbers around the contest there, and he evened it up. So we got a ball up. Just in front of centre half forward for Warburton Millgrove. Aldridge gets his hands to the ball. Chapman picks up the tap. Gets onto the right boot. Not a great kick. It's high, up and under. Ball comes to ground and knocked out of bounds right in front of us here in the commentary box on the clubroom side of the ground.
That last contest, Aldridge got a bit upset. He's clearly dominating the ruck, but Warburton, they're just not on the move. They were too stagnant there.
He's on ball there again. He gets it down. Trying to get it to his coach in Murphy. Powelltown have got the ball. Murphy intercepts. He's free. Pocket. He's put it up high. It's a good kick for White. Up against Oxley. Oxley jumps early. White used his body. Ball spills free on the ground. The numbers are there for Powelltown. They've got 3, but White comes through. 2 on 3. Warburton doing well. All could have been high, but well tackled there by 2 of the defenders and the umpires.
Pretty well there.
Good contest.
Paddy Hay to pick it up and hold on to it.
Yeah.
And the tacklers did well not to go too high.
So we've got a ball up in the forward pocket here for Warburton and Millgrove. They'd love a goal here just to even it up a little bit. Knocked down again by Aldridge. Coming out, there's Paddy Hoy. He's nearly got on the boot, but he
couldn't quite get boot to ball.
But he did well there, the young fella. Powelltown Bayless gets the ball moving down the line to Ratton. Well roved off the pack there by Powelltown, by Ashby. Goes long into the forward line. Good defence there by Warburton. They've got the numbers there. Quick handball out of the pack. Coming through, good Shepard Anderson tries to just overrun it. Powelltown pick it up. Handball back to Ratton for Powelltown. Short to Ashby. Ashby's on the ground. Goes with the handball back to Ratton. That's how short that kick was. Now we've got a high tackle on Ratton, the tallest bloke on the ground on hands and knees, and he's going to get a free kick. So he's on the wing. He plays on. Looks to go inboard. No, he straightens up. Puts in a low, long ball. 2 on 1 there, folks. Brings the ball to ground for Powelltown. Warburton got the numbers. Murphy, quick kick out of the back line for Warburton Millgrove. Bayless takes the mark. It's on the wing for Powelltown. Plays on. Goes long into the forward line. Folks sets himself. Ball comes to the ground again. Free kick.
Yeah. Good, really good effort there. Is it 28?
26, I think it is. It's Jackson Jones.
Yeah, Jackson Jones. He planted himself. He
Right
knew that steam train was coming through, and he just held his ground and put himself in front of the line of the ball of folks coming through on the lead, and really earned that free kick. Courageous play.
So he's got the ball inside the arc, defensive arc for Warburton. Goes short. Oh, it's not the greatest a kick to Iacono. He does well to pick it up. He dances around, goes back onto the right boot, kicks down the line in front of the scoreboard here. Bayless gets himself in front. Ball spills free. Warburton have got the numbers. It's out of bounds, and we're going to get a boundary line throw in. Scoreboard side of the ground, forward side of centre for POWELLTOwn.
Which shows Powley up by 11 points at this stage. Midway through the second quarter, or nearing the end.
What do you got, Chase?
Just about to enter time on.
Yep.
So, ruck contest. Ratton wins that one down to Bayless. Bayless tackled straight away, no prior opportunity, and we'll get a ball up. Forward side of centre wing here for POWELLTOwn. So, thrown up. Ratton up against Aldridge. Ratton gets front position, gets the handballs. Ashby comes through, tackled. Quick hands there. Dancing around there is McLaughlin. Kicks forward, ball spills to free. Follows up his own crumbs. Handball comes a free. Warburton and Millgrove trying to get the ball forward. They knock it forward. They've got players there coming through for Warburton and Millgrove. They've got a handball. Here comes Paddy Hoon, but he's well tackled there by Taylor. Brought to ground. And, holding the ball. That was quick. Very quick. Oh, he's getting up slow there, Paddy. But
that's the young and the old of it, isn't
it? It is. He got two ends of the spectrum there. Josh Taylor for POWELLTOwn goes inboard, finds his teammate there in Reece Johnson. He switches the ball again into the middle of the ground to Mitchell McLaughlin. He just settles a bit, comes out wide, and Garthwaite's got the ball for POWELLTOwn. Right in centre wing for POWELLTOwn. Goes with the hands. Goes down the line. Roy uses his body. Ball bounces once, twice, and out of bounds in front of the big crowd here at POWELLTOwn in front of the change rooms. So POWELLTOwn moved the ball well there, but just couldn't hit the target at half forward. So Mitchell doing the ruck work against Aldridge. Aldridge is working hard, the big fella, against two ruckmen today. A lot of jumper hanging on. Coming through, McLaughlin gets a bird onto the ball. One-on-one contest up forward, and Folks front position. Takes a very good one-on-one contested mark there for POWELLTOwn. And he will go back on a very slight angle, 10 metres out, and shouldn't have any issues in kicking the goal. So we're not wasting any time. Folks comes in and straight through the middle. Gives a little salute to the crowd as well as POWELLTOwn. Kick another one. It's Warburton Millgrove, 5-4-34 to POWELLTOwn, 8-3-51 here in the second quarter at POWELLTOwn in this round one clash between POWELLTOwn, the home team, and Warburton Millgrove, the visitors, for the first time ever.
Yes, and starting to get on top in the forward entries and making the most of it in this quarter, POWELLTOwn. Warby need to reset there. They were excellent in the first quarter at their defensive setups, and whether it's a little bit of fatigue or the on-ballers are just getting on top for Powley, which I think Rusty's had a bit of an influence there already this quarter. But they're what Warby needs to look at resetting.
So Aldridge used his head on the ruck on that occasion, but well tackled, and we're going to get another ball up. The 2-14s going, a bit of push and shove there, Green and Murphy. So it's ball up.
The ball.
Aldridge again with winning. He's winning he'll be winning 75% of the hit outs. There's a lot of players around the ball, and we're going to get another ball up. Middle of the ground here at POWELLTOwn.
So where are the contested winners? I'll have a look for, where's Barnard at the moment? He seems to be off the ground. Mikey Reed's hurting him a bit of run off the wing too.
So ball
Barnard, he's back in there at the moment.
Cowan for POWELLTOwn puts it up high towards half forward. Players set under there, coming through there. Oh, it's well wrapped up. There is Tim McHale in the tackle there by Mitchell McLaughlin. So we're going to get a ball up, centre half forward for POWELLTOwn. It's thrown up. Mitchell, bumped out of it there. I don't think that wasn't Aldridge in the ruck contest that time. But it's on the ground again. A lot of players around the ball. Umpire's giving them ample opportunity to get it out. Still letting them go, and then decides to bring them in to ball it up. Half forward for POWELLTOwn. So the big ruckman again. Aldridge up against Jesse Mitchell. So thrown up by the umpire. Aldridge in front. Wins another hit out. Warburton Millgrove on top of it. The umpire's trying to have a look, and he's going to ball it up. Dragged in.
Umpire got involved in the 2-14s.
He did, he was standing between. Bit of ref style. So, again, another throw up. Aldridge got his hand to it again. Gets the tap down. Mitchell picks it up for POWELLTOWN. Goes back to Cowan. Cowan kicks out wide to Roy. Roy picks up the bouncing ball. Swings onto the left. Puts it up in the air. He's got a teammate there underneath it. Just can't quite get a hold of it. Now we've got a contest right in the middle of the arc there, in the forward arc for POWELLTOWN, and we're going to get another ball up. So we've got folks doing the ruck work now against Aldridge for the Borough. Gets front position, wins another hit out. Loose ball comes around. It's a quick kick up in the air. Umpire's not going to pay the free kick. Ball comes to the ground. Folks has got it. Ball spills free. Quick kick again up in the air. Umpire's not going to pay a free kick. Didn't travel the required distance, and we've got another big pile of players around the ball, and we're going to get another ball up. Forward, we're basically in the goal square here for POWELLTOWN. So we've gone 24 minutes in the second quarter. It's POWELLTOWN 51, Warburton 34. Ball spills free, comes out towards it, picked up there by McLaughlin. Handballs to Mitchell. Mitchell then goes with another handball to Cowan. Cowan turns around on the left boot. Quick kick around the corner. Out of bounds on the fall. And Warburton MILLGROVE will have a free kick deep in their defensive back pocket. So Aldridge is doing a fantastic job in the middle of the ground for the Boroughs. They just got to be able to somehow work out how they can use that to their advantage. So they play on. Warburton MILLGROVE, the kick's not the best, but finds his teammate there in Liam Barnard at half-back for Warburton. They just chip. Finds his teammate there in Paddy Hay, still at half-back. It's not a bad little ploy if they just chip it down. We're nearly gone 25 minutes. Again, a little chip. Finds his teammate in Tom Maher, who's moved up to the defensive side of centre wing. Plays on, moves the ball quickly to half-forward. The numbers are there for POWELLTOWN, and backing into the pack is Garthwaite for POWELLTOWN. He plays on quickly. He's got a teammate out wide. Gets the footy to him and takes a good mark there. I thought he was going to pay 25, then the umpire.
Getting up a bit slow. Rusty.
Umpire's called play on. Goes out wide or puts, good punch. Double fist there from Brendan Murphy. Knocks it forward 15, 20, maybe 25 metres. Cowan picks up. That was high. Ducked the head there, Rusty. Tried to get the free kick. Goes with the barrel down the wing, but then going back and taking a good mark there. I think that might be Reed for Warburton. He looks to switch across the ground. Dangerous kick. Numbers there. Finds his teammate there in Ferguson. Plays on. Goes with a quick kick, but again, Garthwaite there just reading the play well for the POWELLTOWN team. So he's in their defensive arc there, looking for a play to kick to. Goes out to the scoreboard side, finds his teammate in Cowan. Cowan is just racking up possessions here. Warburton got a couple of loose plays back on the wing for the long kick. Cowan looks up, goes short, finds a teammate there in Ratton. Defensive side of centre wing. Ratton looking for some options. Warburton got numbers back, but he's going to go long. Folks has come out of the goal square to lead this half forward. Good one-on-one contest there. Ball brought to ground by the Borough defence. On top of the ball, I reckon he's going to pay holding the ball here. Umpire he is, and Warburton MILLGROVE going to get the free kick, and that's going to go to Sean Andueza. I'll get it right by the end of the game. He plays on quickly, finds Barnard. Barnard goes down the line, finds Aldridge. The big fella is playing a great game for his club. Goes with the long kick towards White. White's got a 2-on-1 contest. Ball on the ground. Coming through, using his pace there was Tom Maher. Kicks around the corner.
Did he touch it?
Did he touch it? He has.
He got talked to, I reckon. Oxley talked him into that.
Oxley hasn't had a touch yet, but he's got a touch on that one.
He's got a touch to save a goal.
He saved a goal there. He'll count it. Don't worry about that.
He'll count it for a lot. But
I reckon he fell over his own feet.
I think he did too. So, Chapman bringing the ball in for POWELLTOWN.
Quite a while.
It is. So, point. It was a score, wasn't it? Yeah. 8-4-52, 5-4-34. POWELLTOWN leading. Bayless should have grabbed it. They've got it. It's gone straight through the hands. But POWELLTOWN have got the numbers there. Chapman on the ground, trying to get up and move. Just bulldog his way forward. Good contest. And we're going to have a ball up. Centre half forward for Warburton MILLGROVE. They'd be wanting to get a goal before half time. We've gone 27, nearly 28 minutes. Quick kick out of the pack from Mullen. The half forward. Ball brought to ground. Who can recover first? Well done there from McHale to keep it in there. Is the umpire going to pay a free kick? No, he's going to ball it up. So, just in between the middle of the ground and half forward for POWELLTOWN. Good contest there from McHale. As Powley had the numbers there to move it forward. So we've got a ball up. Aldridge again wins the hit out. Coming through there, Warburton. McHale with a quick kick. Chapman drops the chest mark. Should have taken it. It was a tough one. Knocked forward. Coming through there is Elliott. He bounces back up on his feet. Breaks one tackle. Gets a handball there. Paul under a lot of pressure here, the forwards. Chapman gets a quick kick with the left boot. Coming through there, picking it up there. Could have been high there for Paddy Hay. Umpire says no, ducked into it. Okay, we'll go with your expert opinion there, Cam. And we'll get a ball up half forward for Warburton Millgrove. Not much time left. Aldridge, I tell you what, there's a lot of holding going on. Ratton with a big tackle there on... didn't tackle Big Nelson. No, it's number 8, Bedgood. And we'll get another ball up.
Bed would be good.
So, ball up, Aldridge, Ratton. Aldridge again with a tap down. Follows up his work. He's on the bottom of the pack, knocks it out. A lot of players around the ball. No handball is going to get out of that contest at all. Too many players around the footy, and we'll get another ball. But Warburton are moving closer to the goals.
What time's gone, Jase?
29 minutes.
Close to the end of the quarter now.
So, Aldridge again gets a knockdown. Ball spills on the ground. Aldridge with a kick around the corner, smothered. Coming through there is Elliott. He's tackled, wrapped up well, and the umpire says no opportunity. We'll ball it up. 29 and a half minutes gone in this second quarter here at POWELLTOwn. It's POWELLTOwn 8-5, 8-3, 50. What do you got there? 8-3, 51 to 5-5, 35.
I gave Powley the point for touch talks. It wasn't that good. It wasn't that good a point.
So Ashby with the ball for POWELLTOwn. Goes out wide, finds his teammate there in Josh Johnson at half back. Again, he goes short, finds Ashby. So still on defensive side of the wing. Goes down the line. Roy comes out. Big contest. The Warburton player there. He felt the full brunt of that. Anderson there. Ball spills free right in front of us here.
He's winded or ribs or something
that was a big contest, that one there. He put himself in the line of fire. Yeah. Put himself there. So, got a boundary line throw-in right in front of the commentary box. Wide in the ruck for Warby. Ratton gets the tap down. Coming through there was Johnson. Couldn't get it out. He's just sort of sitting on it. The umpire's got in a really good position there to pay a free kick, and Warburton have got a free kick. He's just snuck on the ground in his hole like that. Thanks, boys. So he's off. Goes long into the forward line. It's a high kick. Aldridge gets a hand to it, brings it to ground, knocked forward there by the POWELLTOwn defence. Out all by himself. There is Nathan Moody, and he's off. Gets onto the right boot, goes to half forward. Folks, brings it to the ground, comes back into the middle. Jesse Mitchell's got it. He's got an awkward kicking style, Jesse. Remember that from a long time ago. Roy's got it. Swings around onto the right boot. Doesn't get good purchase on it. It's bouncing. The Warburton defence get it. They go down the line, and Anderson takes a great mark there. Jack Anderson at half-back for Warburton Millgrove. Couldn't be much time left in. We've gone nearly 31 and a half minutes. Umpire's called play on. No, he hasn't.
No, he didn't. He said move it on, but he hadn't called play on yet. The Powley player ran in.
Got into the protected zone, and that's our first 25-metre penalty of the season here at POWELLTOwn. So, did the players...
Not 15.
So the crowd's unaware. She's changed to 25 this year. Off the pack, Icona gets the ball onto the boot. Puts it into the forward line. Garthwaite back in there for POWELLTOwn. Ball on the ground. Numbers around. Garthwaite's got it, but no, can't get a free handball. And we've got a ball in. A ball up.
Yeah, going to take a little bit of getting used to for the umpires too as to how long he is 25 metres.
Yeah. Ratton taps it back to Garthwaite for POWELLTOwn. He's wrapped up. Can't get rid of it. The ball spills free. Bit of a stack on. I reckon the umpire nearly put the whistle to mouth then. He did. Ball up. I'll tell you what. Nelson Aldridge is taking a bit of time to get up because he has had a massive first half of footy into that ball on the ground. Coming through, but POWELLTOwn defence rush it through. Garthwaite for POWELLTOwn. So we've got Warburton 5-6-36, POWELLTOwn 8-3-51. 32 and a half minutes gone in this second quarter. Bayliss goes short, finds Ratton. I don't know if that was your 15 metres, but umpires paid it.
Well, you've made it easier for Warby to defend doing a short kick now as
well. Couldn't hit his target, but the pick up, ball gets to Bayliss. Bayliss goes with a torpedo down the line. Ball bounces inboard. Warburton have got the numbers here at half back. They turn around, it's McHale. Goes, finds his teammate. A little juggle, but they've got the ball at centre wing. got a little bit of momentum here at the moment, Warburton. Goes to White. White taking a good mark with a quick handball to Iacono. Goes long into the forward line. We've got a 2-on-1. Oh, at the back. Ball comes to ground. The Warburton defence, and there goes the siren to end the first half here at POWELLTOwn. It's POWELLTOwn 8-3-51, Warburton Millgrove 5-6-36 in this round 1 contest here at the POWELLTOwn Recreation Reserve.
He went for the fly. I reckon he misread that situation. There was going to be a contest, and he was just going to get Joe the Goose out the back, and he could have run into an open goal right on the final siren.
Bailey Humphrey trying to take another screamer. All the players are in their positions. Interesting. Warburton, we've got Iacono in the middle. I think it's Dylan Anderson, and Paddy Hung is in the middle.
Oh,
so
he had 1 or 2 goes there previously so far.
So this will be interesting. So
we've got get on the move. That's the movement they probably want to see out of the middle.
Yeah, get some run in there. So it's Ratton for POWELLTOwn up against Aldridge from Warburton Millgrove. Both ruckmen missed the ball, ran into each other. It's going to be a free kick, and it's going to go to Aldridge for a Shepherd, using the arm there by Ratton to get him out of the contest. So Aldridge drives the ball long in towards White. White on the move. Ball comes free. Bailey Humphrey falls to the ground, gets a handball though to McCall, who handballs to, he should have kept going. Stop, gets around on the left boot. It's high up and 15. Under. Not 15. Bayless takes it for POWELLTOwn. Quick kick into the middle of the ground. Bouncing ball. Aldridge is there. Picks it up like a rover with a handball over the top to Kelly. Ball spills free. Oh, good handball over the top from Mitchell to Johnson. Johnson tries to dance around. Swings around onto the right boot. Puts it into the forward line for POWELLTOwn. Bouncing ball. Roy uses his body well. Tries to put a Shepherd on. The ball just didn't bounce properly for him. The Warburton defence working overtime. 3-on-3 contest. Ball's locked in. Umpire's going to come in. No, he's going to let it go. No, he's going to come in now. And we're going to have a ball up deep into the POWELLTOwn forward pocket right in front of the mill here. You are starting to, a little bit of a burn off in the background, which might add a little bit extra to the game as there's not a great deal of wind around. So, Warburton clear the ball. It's a quick kick out of the pack, and it's marked by Josh Johnson for POWELLTOwn at half forward, and he's got the Babe Ruth finger out. He's going for home. So he's going to settle himself out. He's going to have to kick this 45, 46 metres, 45-degree angle in front of towards the middle end of the football, the township end. Gets a good purchase on the ball, and that's gone through post high. No wonder he did the point. That's a great goal there for POWELLTOwn. They start off the third quarter with a quick goal, 9-3-57. Warburton Millgrove yet the trouble with the scorers, 5-6-36. Good start. Unfortunately, another bad decision coming out of the back line for Warburton.
It was a quick clearance kick, but unfortunately, the cross-goal versions of those, are always risky.
Yeah, and POWELLTOwn had set themselves up well with the spare player out there, just guarding the space, and took the mark, and Josh Johnson finished off nicely. So, back in the middle, Ratton up against Aldridge. Ratton wins the tap down, tries to take his line. Oh, and Ratton picks up the loose ball high up and under.
He's impressed by that left kick, Ratton.
So, ball comes to ground. Handball quick. Good pressure coming through is Johnson after the goal. He's tackled. Ball spills over the line. And we got a ball in front of the interchange bench here at front of the Warburton Millgrove interchange box, coach's box. So, Aldridge up against Mitchell. Mitchell's got the bright orange boots on. Aldridge gets in front, gets a little push, but gets his hand to the ball. Johnson could have got a free kick. Warburton get the hands out the back. The ball smothered. Coming through there is Mullen, but he can't get the ball clear. The ball's got a bit of soap at the moment. He's picked it up. He's tried to get away with it, but no prior opportunity, and we're going to get a ball up, and that was a good effort there. Was it Jackson Jones? So, tap out. The Wandon's getting a bit of slag, and we're not even playing here. That's a bit harsh. So, another ball up, forward pocket for POWELLTOwn. Middle end of the ground. Jeez. Not good at all. So,
you loved for a far
we're all around the ground, all around the league.
Your reputation precedes you.
Yeah. So, ball. Chapman goes in hard. It could have been a high tackle there for Warburton Millgrove. Jones are getting there hard for Warby. So another ball up in the same spot in the forward pocket. Up, Aldridge tries to take it out of the ruck with one hand. Anderson comes through, swung around, ball spills free. Little handball in front. Paddy Young, that's high. Yeah. Send him off. It was a high tackle. Paddy Hung, he's straight up. He doesn't care.
Yeah.
He's a tough little fella. He's moved the ball down the line. Good kick. Ball goes over the top of the pack. Bouncing free. Couldn't pick it up clearly. There was Bedgood. Ratton's got it. Handball's long to Mullen. Mullen's got a bit of space. Awkward kicking style finds Jesse Mitchell, who, if he kicks it, will have another awkward kicking style. So here he goes.
Oh, you're right on the money there, Bobber.
So tackle there at half-back there is a good tackle there by Liam Barnard and locked it in, and we'll get a ball up at centre half-back.
Did you teach him that?
No, I tried to teach him another way, mate, but it was hard. So ball up, Aldridge uses his strength, gets a hit out, and he's just destroying him in the middle of the ground. Coming through is Cowan, breaks through, gets onto the left boot, goes towards goal, it just goes too far across. And it's 1 point to Powelltown, 9-4-58, leading Warburton Millgrove 5-6-36 here in the third quarter in this round one clash. So, Warburton, short kick in. Finds his target there in Tim McHale. He's got it. Still inside the arc. Goes again. It's over the top. Ball's become loose. Coming through. Good effort there by the back line. Bratton picks up for Powelltown. The Warburton players jump on top of him, lock it in, and we'll get a ball up. The kick was just a little bit over Anduz's head. Hope I'm saying that right.
Andueza. You had it going before.
I did. So, ball up.
Off the tongue.
Aldridge, good hit out. Cowan picks up the loose ball, just charges straight through, gets onto the left from 50, goes bang on the left boot, and it's through. Great kick from Russell Cowan, good pick up, just charged straight through the pack and puts their 10th on the board. 10-4-64, Powelltown leading Warburton Millgrove 5-6-36. Third quarter here at Powelltown.
He's just getting better as the game goes.
Yeah, he's just
working his way back into this competition nicely.
It is. It's his first game back, isn't it, after a little bit of time away?
Yeah, they're Bairnsdale and Druin in
Gippsland
recent years. Yes.
Gippsland way.
Yes, played against us in like 2016 or something in Italy.
So Aldridge uses his body well, gets a kick to halfback. Bayless comes through, knocks it forward. Iacono into Bayless. Brawl comes to ground. Good tackle there, but it's too high against Barnard from Warby, and it's going to Reece Chapman. Chapman gets onto the right boot, driving kick towards Ashby. Ashby picks it up on the bounce, comes back in, goes back onto the right. Good little kick to Mullen, and Mullen takes the ball. Awkward kicking style to the goals. Could not hit the top of the post any cleaner. I think that's our first poster for the day. So it's
could be our point of the day,
Could be our point of the day. 10-5-65, 5-6-36. Warburton brought the ball in quickly. They've gone down the wing. Aldridge has got it, taking a good mark in front of us. He's everywhere at the moment, the big fella, the big ruckman for
shoulders are worked
Warburton.
out so much. His tape's coming off.
The tape's coming off. He plays onto the right boot, goes down the line. Garthwaite comes in and takes a good mark for Powelltown in their defensive arc. Plays on with a handball to Taylor.
I think Chapman might have something to do with that tape not being there.
Yes. Yeah. All the wrestling with Ratton in the ruck too.
Yes. Coming through strong then for Powelltown was Reece Johnson, and he's forced the ball out of bounds. Centre wing scoreboard side at Powelltown. Scoreboard reading 10-5-65 Powelltown. Warburton Millgrove 5-6-36. Third quarter, and Powelltown have shot off to a fly. They've already kicked 2 goals in this third quarter. Could not have been any more jumper holding in that ruck contest. Ball brought to ground, and we're going to get another ball up. Surely.
We're going to try and find the first grabber.
Is there a direction not to pay the jumper grab in the ruck contest? So they're both bear hugging. They're just hugging each other that time. Ball comes to ground. Now we're going to get a free kick, and it's going to go to Aldridge.
For something.
I'm
not sure.
I think that was holding or too high. I don't know what it was, but he's got a free kick.
Secondary holding.
Yeah. So Aldridge has got the ball.
Was last to let go.
Yeah. It's just... I'll just leave it. Aldridge has got the ball centre wing for Warburton. It's both ways. Taylor knocks the ball to the ground for Powelltown. All coming through strong then was it Mitchell for Powelltown?
36 or Cowan?
36. Was it Cowan's? I think it was Cowan's too.
Yeah, of course Cowan on the bottom.
Yeah, on the bottom of the pack. So half forward for Warburton Millgrove. They need to get one back here, keep themselves in the game. Again, jumper holding. It's just getting out of control. Could be in the back, and it is. And Warburton have got the free kick here. Try and pick up who's got it. I think it might be Elliott.
Howley got 2 loose numbers back already, so he needs to be...
They're dropping that. Got to be good with the kick. Elliott puts it up. It's high. White tries, the ball's punched away there by the POWELLTOWN defence. Comes back to Mullen, to Garthwaite. Garthwaite to Bayliss. Bayliss just throws it onto the boot. Tries to get it as far away as he possibly can, but it's a mark from McHale for POWELLTOWN. Centre wing. Plays on quick, goes short. Oh, good, great kick there and finds Anderson. Anderson at half forward. He's looking up and all he can see is red and blue jumpers. There's not too many Warburton ones there, but he's done very well there and honoured the great lead there. By who we think?
The mystery man.
The mystery man. We're going to go Tom Maher or Jack Lee, one of the two.
Tom Lee.
Tom Lee? All right. So Lee's got the ball.
Jack.
He's in front of a big crowd here on the pavilion side, the POWELLTOWN Oval. Comes in, deliberate set on shot. He's got good purchase on it. It's gone to the top of the square. White sets himself, gets a hand to it. Ball comes. Oh, great smother on the Elliott kick. Warburton defence, Cowan just trying to push it forward. Falls to the ground, tries to get up, and he does, but he's well tackled. Any prior opportunity? No, umpire says throw it in. Great work there from the Warburton Millgrove forwards to lock that down, because if Cowan had got up, he's got some speed and he would have got up and delivered. So, boundary throw in, forward pocket for Warburton Millgrove. Ratton up against Aldridge. So, throw in, good throw in from the boundary umpire. Aldridge, ball comes straight to ground. Ball rolls out of bounds and we'll get another ball in.
What are you noticing there, Jace?
Yeah, focus on the wing.
He's just moved up the ground. They've got the forward press going.
Yeah, they've got all their numbers in the back half of the ground of POWELLTOWN. So ball in. Going to make this very different. Again, jumper grubbing going on. Don't know what's going on out there with that. So Ratton, POWELLTOWN moving the ball forward. Good tackle. No prior opportunity. And we're going to get another ball up. Good tackle by the coach of Warburton, Brendan Murphy. So, Aldridge gets front position against Ratton. Gets tossed around. He's going to get the free kick. Got front position. Block. Okay. It's confusing me even more now. Now, POWELLTOWN have got numbers out here. Ball comes out to Johnson. Oh, he can't pick it up. Oh, he's got away. Now he uses some pace. Good pressure. Mullen come through. Gets a ball. No, that was MacArthur. Quick kick forward. POWELLTOWN coming through there. Is that Ashby? No. There's just a lot of players around the ball at the moment. Good tackle there from POWELLTOWN, but they can't get the ball out. And we're going to get a ball up. No, it was Mullen who applied a great tackle there on McHale. So throw up. Ball brought to ground by the Warburton ruckman again. Stacks on, and we're going to get another ball up. Getting really untidy around these ruck contests with a lot of players around the ball.
Ups too quick. That's why we have long calls.
There we go. Paddy Hun comes through. Oh, it breaks the tackle. Does very well. Uses his pace. Tries to get the handball to Iacono. Doesn't know he gets it back. Paddy. He's followed up. Oh, a bit of a dance.
Pushed off his kick.
Play on. Murphy with a kick off the ground.
Bit of a scoop
it is, from Oh, Elliott does a good shepherding there. Forward. Good defence there by Garthwaite. White picks up. Handball's out wide. Numbers are out there. Anderson's got it. Handball goes through Elliott's hands, but he comes back in. He's well tackled there. Can't get rid of it. Got to be holding the ball. Bayliss will get the free kick there for POWELLTOWN. So the POWELLTOWN coach has got it deep in the back half for POWELLTOWN. Goes out to the wing. POWELLTOWN have got the numbers here. Coming through there is Green with the ball. Handball over the top. Quick kick to half forward. But Warburton have picked up the loose ball. They've got numbers in the middle of the ground. Finds a teammate there. He's got numbers out wide. Coming to Murphy. Murphy's got it for Warburton. Goes long. Kicking it to a 2-on-1 contest. And it's the big ruckman, Ben Ratton, who's got the ball.
Fill the hole.
He is. Ratton goes onto the left boot. Bullet kick. Oh,
bit too strong.
Mark dropped there by McCrimmon. Can't get rid of it. And there's that big Aldridge on the ground. Look at him fighting like a little on-baller.
Well, he can't play below his knees, so he gets on his knees.
Yeah, he's doing a fantastic effort.
Mullen upset with himself for dropping that one, but that was a tracer bullet.
It was. So, Aldridge, Ratton in the ruck. Ball comes to ground. Handball out to Bayliss. Paddy Hun does really well. Taps it well. Just can't get clear. Reece Chapman, he's copped a little bump in the head there. That was just a pure accident. Play on. Warburton from half back. Get it to the middle of the ground. Good mark there. Quickly played on there by Ferguson. Goes forward. The defence of POWELLTOWN standing up at the moment. Johnson running away. Gets clear. Delivers to the middle of the ground. Finds Mullen.
Oh, they're out.
Handballs quickly to Bayliss. Bayliss goes long on a lead from Folkes and finds him lace out in the forward pocket. Tough angle to kick from.
2-3 in the midfield, too much time. Could hit up the target real easy.
It's like they've done it before.
Paddy Horn.
Yeah, those two. Only once or twice.
Paddy Horn copped a bit of accidental headbutt.
Yeah, he was diving in to get the ball on the ground.
Folks has a shot on goal and he's missed. Put it to the near side of the goal. So 10-6-66, POWELLTOwn. Warburton Millgrove 5-6-36. 5-goal lead. Warby yet to trouble the scorers in this third quarter. They need to get one on the board. They're working hard. 14 and a half minutes. Thank you very much. They play on quickly out of defence, Warburton. They go down the line towards the two big ruckmen. Ball comes out the back. There's going to be a free kick for a push, and it's Warburton's. And he's going to play on. No. Oh, I would have let that go, umpire. So, it's Sean. And Anderweza's got the ball at half-back. He looks up and all he can see is big POWELLTOwn targets. It's not really what you want, and that's where it's gone to. Oxley gets up there. No.
Back of the flight.
Ratton picks up like a rover. Could have been out of bounds. Goes quickly. Oh, Kono flies. Ball comes to the ground. Coming through is Mitchell. Oh, that could have been a throw. Reece Chapman gets the handball out to Bayless. Bayless has got numbers there running past. Coming through. And Anduiza, I know it's not Anduiza, it's Jackson Jones forces the ball out of bounds and we'll get a boundary line throw. And I'll tell you what, there's some contest out there, some physical contest.
At the moment, Barney's going to come off for a rest by the looks of it. And Anduiza's got a bit of, Kono's got a bit of cramp.
So, boundary line throwing. We've got Mitchell up against White in the ruck. Mitchell wins the tap down, but there's going to be a free kick and it's going to go to White. No, can't play on from there. Tom Kelly's ball's going to go back to White. So, White with the ball at half-back for Warburton Millgrove. Umpire says, play on, son. Puts it up high. Ratton sets himself. Oh, what a fly from Elliott. Fly. But it's going to be a free kick. No, it's going back the other way. I think the fly was
the fly
unreasonable,
was
maybe.
Definitely unreasonable.
So, Ben Ratton got the ball at half-back. So it goes long down the line. Warburton have got the numbers there. White goes back, goes through his hands. Ball on the ground. Now there's some trouble here because Cowan's there. Keeps it in. Tries to duck out the back, but the big men have got him wrapped up, Kelly and White. And we're going to get a ball up forward pocket for POWELLTOwn.
You didn't bring your one eye today, Jace?
So
there's a bit of one eye.
There he is. Right outside us. So ruckman go up. Mitchell brings it down, goes straight out of bounds, and we're going to get a ball in. So, forward pocket, POWELLTOwn. They've kicked just the 2 goals. Feels like more, but it's opened up a 5-goal lead for them in this third quarter. 66-36. Boundary line thrown. White's got front position. Mitchell gets his hands to the ball, though. Ball on the ground. Mitchell's on the ground. Tackled by Paddy Horn, and umpire's going to say, no prior opportunity. Give me the ball here, fellas, and I'll ball it up. So, good ruck contest here between White and Mitchell. Mitchell gets it down. Oh, well done. Ball smothered off the boot, off the Warburton boot. And again, we're going to get another ball up here because we just can't get it out with that many numbers on top of the pill. So, still in the forward pocket for POWELLTOwn at the sawmill end of the ground. Mitchell gets front position, knocks it to the ground. Trying to get a kick off the ground. There was McLaughlin. Ball still in the forward pocket, knocked out. Warburton defence is working overtime. Powell. Great pick up from Paddy Horn. Gets his teammate. They move it out to Nelson. But it's Ben Ratton there just floating across the middle of the ground. Gets onto the left boot. Finds Ashby at centre half forward for POWELLTOwn. He's got numbers out wide. Oh, could have been a 25. But Ashby goes long kick into the goal square. Oh, off hands. And one behind for POWELLTOwn. 10-7-67, leading Warburton Millgrove, 5-6-36. The Warburton defenders are under the pump at the moment. They're doing a great job, but they're getting to the middle of the ground and it just can't now. They've got a 1-on-2 contest here. Big Aldridge gets under that, brings the ball to ground. Oh, just bounces the wrong way for Elliott. Picked up by Johnson. Johnson gets onto the right boot, and that was just too tight to try that sort of a kick from that position with the right foot. And it's out of bounds on the full, and it's a Warburton free kick, and Brendan Murphy's going to get the ball. So in front of the interchange bench here of the Warburton interchange bench. He goes short, finds his teammate there in Liam Barnard. He's got no one on the mark. He can go. He does that. Goes with a short kick. Oh.
Mark or free kick.
Mark or free kick. Hang on here. I reckon we might get a 25-metre here. So that was on Cowan, and that was on number Ferguson. Are we going to get 25? No. Ratton and Murphy having a bit of a push. Umpire plays on. Ball to Noonan of Warburton Millgrove. Half forward. Noonan goes onto the left boot, but it's just a sea of red and blue, but the ball's brought to ground. Murphy coming through strong for Powley off the ground. Taylor's got it for POWELLTOwn. Just settles, dances around one, gets a long kick into the middle of the ground. Oh, what a great mark there by Dean Wright in the middle of the ground. Plays on quickly, got players out wide, finds a teammate, plays on, kicks to the goal. It's a terrible kick at goal there, and I think that might have been
I'm going to try and catch
McCrimmon, I think, or Halliday, one of those two boys.
Not a rush.
It wasn't a rush, it's another behind. So it's 10-8, 68, 5-6, 36. POWELLTOwn leading. Paddy kicking, finds Paddy Hun. So he's got it in the back pocket. Goes inboard. Great kick there. Finds his teammate there. Quick handball there to McHale. McHale goes out wide, but it's intercepted there. Quick handball to Taylor running through the middle of the ground for POWELLTOwn. Goes into the forward line. Doesn't hit a target. Ball on the ground. Oh, good pick up there by the Warburton defenders. They try and push it forward. Oh, that's got to be a free kick. To Nelson. No, it wasn't Nelson Aldridge. I'm trying to pick up who that was.
It's going to Folks.
Going to Folks.
Yep.
Oh, I didn't think he had the ball. Dropping the ball. That was a lightning quick decision. So, Michael Folks has got the ball. That's completely different to what I thought was going on. So, Folks lining up for, how many's he got for the day?
Just the two.
Just the two. So, going for number 3. His last one was a little bit ordinary off the boot. But he's 45-degree angle, 30 metres. Much better deliberate shot on goal and straight through the middle for his third for the afternoon. And POWELLTOwn's 11th. They are 11-8. 74 to Warburton Millgrove 5-6-36. So we're yet to trouble the scoreboard attendance.
Yeah, 21 and a half minutes gone.
Totally dominant this quarter, POWELLTOwn.
Yep. For 3 goals, you would have expected them to, for how much footy they've had.
Yeah.
But the Warby defence are under a lot of pressure. They are doing well, but POWELLTOwn are just those inside 50 opportunities they're capitalising on. So back in the middle, Mitchell for POWELLTOwn, White for Warburton. White wins the hit out. Oh, he went to go and kick off the cow and just dived on it.
Lucky he changed
his
mind
mind
there too, Barney.
Holding the ball, yeah.
Taking his head off.
So he dived on it. It's going to be a free kick to McHale. No, Barnard, sorry.
You're getting there 2 stalwarts, Mitch.
I know. I won't be welcome back if I keep doing that. So, good kick out. What Paddy Hun has the ball. He's probably, this might test the young fella. Well, I thought he was going to play on and try and dance around then, but he's going to go back and potentially set shot on goal he's going to have to probably kick this 45 metres. So, it's going to take a really good kick for the young fella here. Going to get close to the man on the mark. It's a good kick off the boot, and I'll tell you what, he's done a great job, and he's nailed that. I think that's his second
Get around
for the afternoon. Was that his second one, or is that his first for the day?
That is second.
Second goal for the afternoon. He did, yes. So,
by memory.
Warburton finally on the scoreboard for this third quarter. They are 6-6-42, trailing POWELLTOwn 11-8-74.
Just staying in touch.
20 just on the 23-minute mark of the third quarter. So both teams using the bench quite regularly this afternoon as well.
Obviously no rotation cap here.
No. So Ratton up against White in the middle. White wins it for Warburton, straight down to his teammate Elliott, who's wrapped up in a tackle straight away. And we'll get another ball up in the middle of the ground.
Also no water carriers, Jace. Haven't you noticed?
I had, actually.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a bit hard to have water carriers when you have to have your own drink bottle and you're not allowed to share.
Yeah. Ratton wins the ball down. Ball is loose in the middle. Bayless tried to pick it up. Ball spills free. Oh, could have been a high tackle there for Warburton, but that could have been in the back. Umpire says, no, boys. Give it to me. We'll start again. So, middle of the ground still. Haven't been able to move too far. Maybe 3 or 4 metres to the scoreboard side of the ground. Ratton and White. Ratton just knocks it forward. Warburton defence trying to pick it up, but couldn't pick up the bouncing ball clean enough. And we're going to get another ball up. This time it's at the half-forward line for POWELLTOwn. Just creeping their way closer and closer to goal. So
Berwick Springs got the 5-goal lead down at Belgrave.
Oh, Berwick. It's a free kick against Ratton. It's going to go to White for a push in the ruck contest. Oh, that could have been 25 metres right there. The crowd's calling for 50, but they need to read the rules.
Wasn't worth two penalties.
So White goes short to Bedgood. Bedgood goes out wide to his teammate here in Ferguson. Ball comes to ground. Coming through is Anderson. Ferguson taps it forward. Now he's got a chance. Handballs forward to Murphy. Murphy goes back to Anderson. Trying to work well. They do. Anderson gets a kick. He's got his teammate here all by himself. Oh!
That'll be a
That's
penalty.
got to be 25. Yeah. That has to be 25. Oh, the Warby boys have got to be careful here. Otherwise,
lose the ball.
They will lose it. Wandon again getting a rap, and it's no Wandon. Don't see any red, white, and blue out there.
Well, there is. They're just a mixture of
just
teams.
A mix. Yeah, just a mix.
Oh, there's white numbers on them.
Yeah. So, that's got to be a 25-metre penalty.
Yep.
It is.
Wandon cheap shots!
This is amazing.
And another penalty. So he ends up with a 50.
So he got a 50.
He did get a 50.
So, Barnard. No one on the mark, which is a bit disappointing, and that's a goal for Warby.
Typical Wandon,
no one on the mark. So, that moves 7-6-48. Warburton Millgrove trailing POWELLTOwn 11-8-74, and there's a little bit of spice.
There is now a wrestle going on.
Oh, there is a wrestle. Oh, hang on. There's a couple of arms swinging there.
31.
So 31. It's so it's on in the middle of the ground now. Or, sorry, I shouldn't say the middle of the ground. In the
half-forward line.
The forward half of. I got to laugh.
This is exactly what Jugger bought.
So. Bit of lip going on from over the sidelines here. Bit of pushing and shoving. It's competitive. It's the first game for 18 months, and it's on.
We haven't had it for a long time.
I thought this might kick in a little bit earlier than what we've got here.
Actually, a more tameful start than most were expecting. But,
yes.
Now it gets the margin back to that 4-goal mark. We've got game back on before three-quarter time here.
So we'll see what happens out of the middle of the ground.
Especially if they get another one.
Yes. So back in the middle, Aldridge in there. He looks fired up. Up
Russell's
against
been
Mitchell.
On the bench too. He's about to come back on.
So they're all thrown up. Mitchell, Aldridge. Mitchell gets it down. Ball comes to the middle of the ground. Elliott's in there for Warburton trying to get it out, but it's just, again, stacks on the middle. Oh, it's amazing how much can get thrown at a footy club and they're not even out there.
Yeah, there's only 2 players that have actually transferred from Wandon to POWELLTOwn.
Yeah, so ball in and knocked out. It's on the ground. Bayless has got it. They're trying to rip it out of his hands. Ball comes free. Umpire's letting it go. Elliott's got it, but he can't get it out, and we're going to get a ball up in the middle of the ground.
Back on.
So, ball up. Forward side of this middle of the ground for Warburton. Aldridge, he's killing him in the ruck. Got the tap down. Chapman does well for POWELLTOwn. Clears it with the left foot to half forward for the Demons. Trying to pick up the loose ball. Coming through there, it was Halliday picking up the loose ball for POWELLTOwn. Gets the handball back. Great smother off the boot there by Tim McCall, and it's out of bounds. Defensive side on the scoreboard side for Warburton Millgrove.
Wouldn't you like that to be your balcony?
Yeah, it'd be perfect.
Like, just
I'll tell you what.
Sit there with a cup of tea.
It's interesting.
Watch the game every other day.
Be great. Oh, that's a high tackle. That's a Warburton free kick, and they're off.
Advantage.
So they move the ball quickly into the forward line. Oh, going back. Great mark from Garth Wade. He's off quickly to Taylor. Taylor's got it at half-back. He's got a handball over the top. He does. And he's got it to Green. Green goes with a kick down the line. Oh, it's going to be downfield. Oh, unlucky.
It was just one of those ones we saw earlier in the first half of the game where it was just the player who kicked it and they got shoved in the back.
Yeah.
So.
Ratton has the ball for POWELLTOwn. Is he going to launch and have a shot? No. Quick kick, puts it up in there. Oh, and it's marked.
Hey, it is.
Yeah. He's done very well. They just dropped back into the ball looked like it was floating
like
Anderson's
over the top. From the first half of the game.
Yeah, it was. That was a great mark. I'm just waiting to turn around. I don't know if it's Roy who's taken that.
I think so.
Yep. It is Roy. I tell you what, he is a very, very good forward. He's been quite elusive up there today, and he's got some speed.
Also played at Greenvale a few years ago in the EDFL. So
he's been a solid contributor for POWELLTOwn today. So 45 to Grangle. We've got a great look at this one. Oh, he's pushed it across the side. 3 for a behind. So that's 11-9-75 for POWELLTOwn. Warburton Millgrove 7-6-48. 29 minutes gone, and that might come into consideration, mate, in the last quarter. A bit of tiredness in the legs for both sides. Might make this.
Well, it looked like Warby were the most fatigued at the start of this quarter, but they've lifted a bit. And whether Powley running so much and not getting the result.
Yeah, Paddy Hoy's gone with a kick. Luckily, his teammate was able to make the most of it. Oh, the ball's gone through the hands. Running onto it, Elliott. Under some pressure, Aldridge is there. So's Green. Green knocks it back. Garthwaite picks up, puts it out, handball out wide to Johnson. He's got a bit of time, but just couldn't pick it up. And it's out of bounds right in front of us here at the commentary position here on the wing, centre wing here on the pavilion side of the POWELLTOwn footy oval. It's 75 POWELLTOwn, 48 Warburton Millgrove. Things are heating up. Ratton just knocks it forward. I'll tell you what, I've seen decisions like that deliberate in another league, but we'll get another boundary line throw in.
The alternate football league?
Yeah, the alternate football league. So Ratton, Aldridge, both holding on. Look at them. They've both got a handful of footy. Cowan, high tackle.
Yep.
He's got it. So he goes back. Left footer here for POWELLTOwn. Look to go inboard to Taylor, but decides not to. Umpire says play on. Gets onto the left boot, goes long towards Roy. Roy, straight through the hands. Couple of bounces out of bounds. Forward pocket for POWELLTOwn. Deep into this third quarter. We're nearly gone 31 minutes, which the average of time sort of been 32, 33 minutes, so we couldn't be too far away from three-quarter time. It's POWELLTOwn 75, leading Warburton Millgrove 48. Still plenty in this game. Knocked down to Roy. He can't get a quick kick. The defence of POWELLTOwn gets it to half-back, and Nelson Aldridge takes the mark for Warburton Millgrove. Doesn't have much to kick to. Umpire says you're going around your mark. Play on. Kick smothered by Ratton. Picked up by Reece Chapman. Just handballs it forward. Nowhere to go. He's just going to run into the big wall of Nelson Aldridge. Warburton move the ball down the wing. Green takes a good mark for POWELLTOwn right in front of us here. Centre wing, commentary side of the ground. Goes backwards. The kick is not good at all. Bailey Humphrey's on if he can move the ball quickly. He goes to the leading white into a 2-on-1 contest here. Tries to slice him. And umpire pays holding the ball. That was quick.
It was tackled straight away and just dropped it. He made no attempt to dispose of it.
Yeah, and I think the option
was just not moving as quick as he used to in the olden days,
No, I think the option might have been Bailey Humphrey running into the open goal square.
Yeah, just didn't get the vision wide enough to see that.
So they move the ball to Garthwaite in the goal square. Deep in defence. Goes out wide. Cowan takes a good mark. Uses the body really, really well. So Cowan, back pocket in front of a parochial POWELLTOwn crowd. He's got Ashby short, but he goes direct in the middle of the ground. Good mark there by Johnson for POWELLTOwn. POWELLTOwn comes out wide to Mitchell. Mitchell takes the mark. Just
in, I'd say.
Centimetre perfect, that kick.
Oh, yes.
Centimetre perfect. Mitchell, the awkward kicking style, gets onto the right boot. Goes over the top, and it's gone. And Warburton have got possession of the ball, centre wing. Jackson Jones, thank you very much.
Courageous Jackson Jones. He had 2 big efforts this game.
And there goes the siren just as well, because that kick was going nowhere. Three-quarter time.
Nowhere.
We've got POWELLTOwn 11-9-75, leading Warburton Millgrove 7-6-48. Three-quarter time here at the POWELLTOwn Reserve, boys.
We'll go back to the studios of Yarra Valley FM for our three-quarter time break and bring you all the action from the fourth quarter following that.
Look at him straight.
And the leading for Warburton Millgrove, young Paddy Hoon with 2.
Did very well. Copped an accidental bit of a head clash in a
when he was going into the contest. Just a bump of heads.
And it continued on. He played very well in that quarter. So here we go, the last quarter between POWELLTOwn and Warburton Millgrove. It's Aldridge up against Ratton. Umpire throws it up. Ratton gets the ball down to ground. Chapman trying to pick it up for POWELLTOwn, but can't get a clear possession. The umpire's going to ball it up. Back in the middle of the ground.
I'm still not used to seeing grass in the centre circle, even in the best of days at Powley. It never used to be like that. It's the advantages of COVID.
Yes. So Both ruckmen get hands to the ball. Barnard knocks it forward for Warburton. Bouncing ball. Johnson picks up too high. He's going to get a free kick at half-back for POWELLTOwn. So he's got runners. He uses one in Taylor. Taylor's got to dance around one. Settles himself in the middle of the ground. Goes long to half forward. Ball bounces off the pack. Hits the ground. Oh, Cowan nearly picked it up and nearly got onto the right boot. Again, still got a hold of it. Tackled. Umpire surely, it's a bit of a stack on. He's holding it in too long and he's going to be penalised for holding the ball. And Warburton have got, oh, that's a terrible kick-off going backwards. Puts his teammate under all sorts of pressure. Aldridge has got it. He handballs over the top. Chapman coming through for POWELLTOwn. He's going to get a free kick for pushing the back. Boys are starting to get a bit tired. I'm surprised that the Wandon thing didn't get
another run.
Didn't get thrown at him for that one. So big kick in there. Oh, great mark there.
Those 6 to 8 years at Thornton in between.
Yeah, in between. Yeah, doesn't count. So Warburton moved the ball out wide. So in front of the scoreboard, in the sunshine, they go again with another short kick, and they've got this to just the defensive side of centre wing. So they look back. They come back inboard. Elliott's got it there. He presents. So he just slows it up. They're just chipping the ball. He's got Aldridge in the middle of the ground if he wants to use him. Still there. No. Goes to, but Paddy Horn now. It's POWELLTOwn have got it. Johnson picks up the bouncing ball. Low kick, but it's intercepted there by the Warburton defence.
Chip kick.
That was a chip kick, Jace.
So Anderson's got it. He goes out wide.
Hard to see in the sun, but he did well, Nelson, there.
So Nelson, umpire says play on. Goes down the line. Ball comes off of Ben Ratton's hands for POWELLTOwn and out of bounds. Centre wing.
I've got the first score of the day we've got from Yarra Glen. It's three-quarter time. Sees Yarra Glen at 10-11 at 71, trailing Alexandra 12-7, 79.
Good contest out there. Boundary throw-in. Aldridge in front, gets his hand to it, brings it to the ground. Ratton just dives in there like he's a little on-baller, and we're going to get a ball up. Centre wing. On the scoreboard
bathed
side.
In sunshine.
It is. It's amazing, isn't it? Look at the sun come out. So, ball up. Again, both ruckmen, they're wrestling, they're grabbing. Oh, good tackle, but another ball up. I think that's Reece Chapman was well tackled there for POWELLTOwn. So, the ruckman, again, just wrestle straight up. Aldridge, again, wins another one. Mullen with the handball backwards, tries to forward. Good tackle there on Elliott from Cowan. The ball just bounced straight up in the air. I think Josh Taylor was hoping to bounce towards him, but didn't do that. And we've got another ball up on the wing, or half-back. Going to be a free kick here, and it's gone to Ratton this time for the ruck infringement. He goes with the long ball down to half forward in the sun. All the marks drop there by Warburton, but recover well. The defence moves it to the wing, goes over the top. Ball stays in with a little tricky bounce there, and it's on to Barnard, who takes off. Kicks the ball high to the dangerous spot in the forward line. Garthwaite punches for POWELLTOwn. Brings the ball to ground. Johnson's on the run here. Has one bounce. Delivers up the wing. Finds his teammate there in McLaughlin. He's got runners. He does. He goes back to Johnson. Johnson goes with the kick out wide. He's got a couple of players there. Oh, the ball not taken cleanly there by Johnson. Sounds a bit Johnson and Johnson like, oh, he went to go for the banana and tackled, and free kick goes to Warburton.
They did well there to hold space and take space there, Warby, to hold that up.
They had good numbers there, POWELLTOwn. They play on quickly into Ulrich in the middle of the ground. The big ruckman just turns around, launches, but no one home, and Garthwaite takes the mark for POWELLTOwn. He goes out wide and finds McLaughlin. So he just settles things down. He's got short options. He goes over the top. His kick misses the target. Coming through is Icono. He's got some space. Handball to Paddy Hoon. Paddy Hoon takes one on. Gets tackled. Gets the handball away. Coming through Bayliss for POWELLTOwn. Picks it up. Goes with a long kick. Folks, got a 2-on-1 contest. Could have been held on to. Umpire, no free kick. Good tackle there by the Warburton defender, but it's not going to be a free kick, and we're going to get a ball up.
That was our first captain obvious for the year.
So, deep in the POWELLTOwn forward line. Ball up. Ball comes, Cowan coming straight through. Tackled there. Really solid tackle, but no free kick, and we're going to get another ball up. You can, there's a lot of players bent over, hands on knees. The first game fatigue is starting to kick in. Ball brought to ground out of the ruck contest. Picked up by folks. Going to get a hold, and it's going to go to Warburton. So it's going to go to... Not too sure who it is.
What's his name?
That's Barney.
Yeah, Barney, yeah.
Liam Barnard goes short, finds his teammate. He's got numbers out wide. He's got 2 players out wide. He does. Finds his teammate there in Noonan. Noonan goes onto the left boot to lead, but ball brought to ground. POWELLTOWN have got the numbers here. Picked up by Johnson. He's well tackled. That's got to be holding the ball. Great tackle, and they're off. POWELLTOWN have got some run. Aldridge has got it. Good handball to his teammate there in Ferguson. It goes long into the forward line. White's in a good spot there and takes a good mark. Running back with the flight of the ball. Worked Adam Oxley underneath the ball. And he can have a shot on goal. And if he gets this, there might be just a little momentum swing in favour of the Boroughs. So, White runs around, takes a couple of steps. Oh, hang on. He's kicked it. Would have got 25, I think, for a bit of infringement on the mark from the POWELLTOWN players, but all clear. Great goal from White, Andrew White from Warburton Millgrove. POWELLTOWN 11-8-75. Warburton claw back 8-6-54. 21 points here in the last quarter.
Got a score update from the 4th quarter down at Narre Warren and Alinda. Narre Warren are comfortably winning this one at the moment. 17-14-116 to Alinda for 7-31.
The flag unfurling seems to be going all right down the way today.
Yes, celebrating in style are the Maggies.
Yes. So we're back in the middle. Aldridge up against Ratton. Aldridge jumps early. Ratton with the back hand. Picked up by Cowan. He's well tackled there. Gets a handball clear. Coming through is Chapman for POWELLTOWN. Gets onto the left boot. Bit rushed in the end. Ball bounces on the arc for POWELLTOWN. On the ground. 2-on-2 contest. Good handball back by Mullen. Goes towards Folks. Folks has pushed off the ball. Ball free. Warburton doing well out of defence. They've done that well all day. Get it to just on the defensive side of wing in the hands of Jack Anderson. He moves the ball down the line. Ratton's getting back, but finds his teammate there in Angus Nelson. He goes inboard with a kick. Humphrey underneath it. Coming through is Garthwaite, but then Cowan comes through. Oh, great handball to Ashbury. He's gone down. Ball comes out wide. Johnson's over the top. Noonan picks up for Warburton Millgrove. Gets a big handball over the top to his teammate there in Ferguson. He goes inside to Aldridge in the middle of the ground. So, Aldridge has got the ball, looking for a target to kick to. Goes out wide. White on the lead. Sets himself. Gets his hands to it and taking a great mark as White for Warburton Millgrove. And he needs to go back and kick this goal if Warburton Millgrove are a chance to get back into this game and bring it back to a 15-point lead. And we've gone 8.5 minutes into this final quarter. And he kicks this. It's game on.
Absolutely.
He's got himself a fair run up. And I'll tell you what, the boys are feeling it. They are feeling
from both sides with a bit of cramp and
stretching. Hands on heads.
Hips and all sorts of stuff.
So, White comes in. Going to kick this from about 35. Looks good off the boot. Goal umpire does not move, and that's straight through the middle. And given the all clear, and Warburton have narrowed the lead to 15 points. They are now 9-6-60 to 11-9-75. It's a 15-point ball game here at the POWELLTOWN Recreation Reserve. And fatigue is kicking in. The bench has been used overtime. So, sides are trying to get the matchups right. So we're back in the middle. Can Warburton get the ball out of the ground? Aldridge, Ratton, both jump up. Just lands on Ratton's hand. Comes to ground. Ball coming back. Wrapped up there. Murphy in a good tackle on his POWELLTOWN opponent. And we're going to get a ball up forward side of centre for Warburton Millgrove. So, Aldridge, Ratton. Again. Ratton wins that one down. Ball popping around in the air. Ratton gets it tackled. Gets a quick handball out there. Ball put forward. Noonan picks up. No, it's not Noonan. Oh, well done there by Jack Lee. Kicks it forward. Coming through. Oh, Elliott. Well, that's a great mark.
Oxley, he's done something.
He's got his first touch. Oh, he's gone the handball backwards to Taylor, and Taylor's found Ratton. Ratton, bit indecisive. Oh, nearly smothered off the boot. Goes out wide. Oh, he's got a teammate all by himself out here. in Neil. Neil goes with a handball over the top to McLaughlin. He goes home and it swings late through for their first score for the last quarter, Powelltown. They move on to 11-10. 76 to 9-6-60. 16-point ball game in Powelltown's favour. So Powelltown Warburton Millgrove bring the ball in. They go straight down the middle. And finds a target in the centre of the ground.
Taylor didn't go with him. I'm expecting Ratton to come back.
Bedgood's got it, and he's gone towards White.
And
he's found him again.
2 kicks, and we're going to mark 20 metres out.
That was great play. That's direct.
That's
football.
shortening the ground.
It is shortening the ground. That is
utilising the new rule for the kick-ins to your absolute advantage there.
Kick. That just went straight over the top of Ratton into the middle of the ground, and then White going for his third goal.
It was like Dustin Fletcher was kicking out from fullback. Made it all the way past the centre circle.
Wouldn't the Bombers love him kicking out now? So, White for his third for the quarter. Deliberate set shot. Goal umpire does not move, and we've got a ball game on our hands.
We do.
Warburton Millgrove,
the
10-6-66, trailing Powelltown, 11-10-76. We've got a 10-point ball game when we've got.
We might have the close one again.
11 and a half minutes. It's on. It's game on. And as we spoke about at three-quarter time, the delivery into the fourth one was what Warburton had to do, and they have hit White 3 times for 3 goals.
Yep.
And that was the difference. They've had the dominance in the ruck. White, Jesse Mitchell's gone into the ruck against Aldridge.
And they've gone small too, Warby, in there.
Yeah.
So they've got to try and then hit targets because they can't just put it on their heads.
Mitchell's kicked that out of mid-air. Picked up by McLaughlin. He's put it up forward.
Tapped back by Folks.
Coming through Noonan did very well.
Just had the numbers, Warby.
The Warby defence running well, and they find Paddy Horn
spearing pass
at half-back. That should be play on. He's in trouble, Paddy Horn. He got called play on and dropping the ball.
Yeah, he wasn't aware of the player behind him, unfortunately.
Just a
young fella.
No, but he will be better for the experience, the young fella. He's played very well today in Warburton. Sorry, Powelltown moving on.
That'll be 25 as well, I would say.
That will be 25. Ratton's, he's hurt. He hasn't got up yet. But that was a solid mark or solid bump after the mark had been taken. So that'll definitely be 25. Oh, they sent him off.
No.
No?
The blood rule?
Blood rule.
Blood rule.
So Ratton will kick from point-blank range. Yeah, blood rule. So, Ben Ratton, point-blank range. So, Kelly's come off with the blood rule for Warburton Millgrove. So, once the umpire calls time on, we will get the game up and going again.
Just got to wait for the blood rule player replacement.
Here comes Ratton, and Ratton slams it home and extends the lead for Powelltown. They move on to 12-10-72, leading Warburton Millgrove 10-6-66.
82.
82.
A bit of a steadier there. It's their first goal. Warby after not doing much in the second quarter at all till third quarter till the very late stages of it. So I reckon Warby had kicked the last 5 goals.
They had two, yes.
Warby had kicked the last 5 goals.
5 goals to 1.
Yep.
So the last
about
5
the
minutes.
25-minute mark of the third quarter.
So they've got all the momentum now. They've got a very
steadier there through the captain.
Playing man-on-man in the middle of the ground here is Warburton Millgrove. We got Mitchell for Powelltown up against Nelson Aldridge for Warburton Millgrove. Nelson just tries to grab it out of the ruck. Trying to get the handball out too high. Warburton free kick. And that's going to Liam Barnard. Boys are getting up slow. Oh, he goes with the handball to the running. McHale goes long. White, one-on-one. Oh, no free kick. Umpire lets it go. Ball bounces through for a rush behind. 10-7-67. Warburton Millgrove. 12-10-82. Powelltown on the scoreboard. 15 minutes gone in this final quarter. So Taylor bringing the ball in for Powelltown. Goes short. Oh, he's missed his target. Picked up there. Oh, he's gone high and he's missed. And that was David Bedgood under a little bit of pressure, but that kick, not good from Josh Taylor. Starting to feel a bit of fatigue, bit of pressure.
Do it again.
Creeping in the game. So he's got it. He plays on this time. Comes out wide. No one running him. Gets to the arc. Goes with a kick to the wing. Players set themselves. Ball comes to ground. POWELLTOwn in a good spot here. Quick kick forward. Well, McCrimmon, but his kick doesn't hit a target, and it's one bounce out of bounds, and we'll get a boundary line throw in.
Could have kept going with
plenty of space, didn't he? So it's going to be a boundary throw in front of the parochial POWELLTOwn crowd here, in front of the change rooms. A lot of players around this ball in. We've got Aldridge up against Folks in the ruck. Lots of man-on-man activity going on there. Not a loose player anywhere around this contest. Ball in is high and short. Comes to ground. POWELLTOwn win the ball with a handball backwards, but goes out of bounds before Shannon Halliday can get control of it. Nearly got to stick Matt out the window to see this play.
To get this bit, yeah. Update from Seville. Seville have hit the lead. It's 10-12-72 to Jembrook Cockatoo. 9-13-67 at three-quarter time.
Go Brookers.
Got ball. We've got a free kick going to Folks for a hold in a ruck contest. Oh!
And 25.
And 25 for
it'll be a verbal by the sounds of it.
A little bit of back chat. I'm sure this will be a Wandon's fault. So, I think everyone's still getting used to the 25 metre. I think everyone will be going, what's going on here? Why isn't that 50? So, Michael Folks. 45-degree angle kick on its way. Just drifting. Has that snuck in? I think it has snuck in. So, there we go. Another one for Michael Folks. So, Warburton Millgrove 10-8-68, trailing 20 points now 13-10-88. POWELLTOwn. Nice little steadier there for POWELLTOwn, but again, a little bit of undiscipline, and Aldridge has probably been deserving of 10 holding free kicks himself during the game, so he's probably a little bit frustrated not getting one in the ruck contest. So we're back in the middle. Can the Borough answer back? So Mitchell up against Aldridge. No ruckman can get it. It could be too high. Umpire says no. Ooh. So another ball up. Mitchell, Aldridge. Mitchell probably taps that one down. Cowan coming through solidly, but no. The umps have put that little bit, the whistle away, mate, from the free kick side of it.
Maybe the secondary one there, Rusty.
So back in the middle. Again, Aldridge and Mitchell with the ruck contest. Aldridge inside now. He's going to get this one for holding.
There we go.
No advantage there, boys. So, get the ball back to him. Aldridge with the free kick. Middle of the ground for Warburton Millgrove. Goes long. White on a searching lead. Flies. Oh, I tell you what, he's nearly bouncing his hand. Ball on the ground. Handball comes out the back of the pack. Garthwaite to Chapman. Chapman throws it onto the boot. Bouncing in front of us here on centre wing. Bounces out of bounds, and we'll get a boundary line throw in right in front of us here in the commentary box on the pavilion side of the POWELLTOwn football oval. So, White flew, juggled, couldn't hold on to it. Boundary throw in. Mitchell for POWELLTOwn. Aldridge for Warburton Millgrove. Gets the tap down, Aldridge. Iacono roves well. Quick kick around the corner. The ball lands safely into the hands of Garthwaite for POWELLTOwn at half-back. He's played well there. He's taken probably 4 or 5 intercept marks throughout the game. So it goes short in the middle of the ground. Finds Bayless. Bayless is on the end of the cricket pitch. Plays on. Stan Rule helps him out there. Goes long. One-on-one contest. Folks gets the hands up. Ball off the top of the pack. Warby have got the numbers here. They handball one way. Go back the other way. And a good mark there from Tim McHale. Had to stretch a little bit under a little bit of pressure. He's got Murphy free in the middle of the ground. That's where he goes. He's going to go over his head.
Shot him.
Coming through Barnard. Good pick up. Oh, handball's nearly intercepted. Boy, Mullen on the ground. Hasn't dragged it in. Can't get it up. Someone from POWELLTOwn's on the ground holding.
Players are just throwing their bodies in like pinball machines.
Mullen's getting up a little bit slowly. Ginger.
Just about to enter time on.
So we're nearly at the 20-minute mark of the last quarter. Good tap out from Aldridge. Ball bouncing around. A couple get knocked to the ground by Murphy. Good handball backwards from POWELLTOwn. coming out there or getting a hand to it. Oh, just overran it a little bit there was Noonan. Handball inboard by POWELLTOWN. Oh, he should have given that to Cow and under some pressure now. Got the handball. Murphy comes through strong for Warburton. Kicked off the ground. Johnson does well there. Got a good floater. Great floater. But
how'd he keep that in?
Good mark there for POWELLTOWN. No, sorry, Warburton MILLGROVE. I think that might be Jones who's got it. So he goes down the line. I'll tell you what, he's going to be close to there. Barnard flies, but it's punched over by Chapman from POWELLTOWN, and we'll get a boundary line throw in. Merce feeling it. So, throw in. Look at the ruckman. The ruckman.
Your mind move.
Got them both on their knees. Hands on knees. Trying to suck in the big breaths of air before the boundary line throw in. Aldridge gets in front. Mitchell behind. Aldridge uses his strength. Gets hands to it. Gets tackled. Ashby for POWELLTOWN. Kick around the corner to half forward for POWELLTOWN. Ball comes to ground. Coming through strong. Oh, POWELLTOWN have got the ball there. Good hands to John McLaughlin. McLaughlin is forced out of bounds, and we'll get a boundary line throw in front of the POWELLTOWN crowd in the forward pocket, pavilion side of the ground.
So did you say Wandon crowd? Oh.
Oh, if I was wearing, I was on the Warby side, I probably would be. So, boundary line throw in. Folks doing the ruck against Kelly. Kelly did well then. Knocked forward. Good tackle there. Someone's down on the ground, holding their head. He is Russell Cowan. He's just at that height where our arms just swing around, aren't they? So, ball gets thrown up. Kelly and Folks. Folks wins the ball. Taps backward. Bayless has got a kick around the corner. Out of bounds on the full. And Warburton will have the free kick. Back pocket at the State Forest end of the ground. So, going to take
King Lake have the lead by 17 points over Junction in the third quarter.
There's battles everywhere around.
And there's, the close one down at Monbulk, only 2 points of difference in the fourth quarter. 69 to Monbulk and 67 to Officer.
Got some good games going on today at AFL Outer East. So, down the ground, Paddy Hunt comes through. Oh, good pick-up, and he's swamped by 3 POWELLTOWN players. But Warburton get the ball clear. They get it to half forward. Can they get a mark here? Ball spills to the ground. POWELLTOWN have got it. They go with the handball. Oh, great tackle. Mitchell was in trouble. Picked up by Bailey Humphrey, and he hits a beautiful pass to the leading White, and he can go back and kick his fourth for the quarter. That was a great pass from Humphrey.
Doesn't talk a lot, does Humphrey?
Sorry?
Doesn't talk a lot, does Humphrey?
No.
He's very cuddly, though.
His old man knew how to talk, I can guarantee that. So, Andrew White.
Did you say type?
So, Andrew White going for his fourth for the quarter and reduce the margin back for his team. He kicks it well off the boot. He's got the arms out. He's celebrating. Well, that is Warburton MILLGROVE's 11th for the afternoon. They move on to 11-8-74, trailing POWELLTOWN 13-10-88. We've gone 23 minutes. The way everything's gone, we've been pushing well into the 30-odd minutes of the quarter, so there's still plenty of time for Warburton to get back into the contest and reduce this lead.
Yay might win their first game in nearly 2 years.
Oh, look
nearly 2 years for Yay.
The party,
they're up 88 to 29.
I imagine the party at Yay tonight.
The
party at
won
Berwick Springs.
19, didn't they?
Yeah, they beat Thornton in like round.
Yeah.
They beat them in round 18, but they lost in round 9. That's what I thought it was the other way around.
Clears for Warburton out of the middle. Ashby picks up the loose ball under some pressure. Warburton have picked up here a little bit. They can sense that there's a great comeback here. Opportunity. Yes, good word. Good word. So
still in with a chance.
So Aldridge again wins the contest. Down in the back. No.
Jason was riding him off earlier.
Who?
You were riding Warby off earlier.
We kick out of the pack by Bayless. Umpire's called touch and play on. Got the runners there. POWELLTOWN. Johnson puts it up. Folks, one-on-one contest. One hand brought to ground. Could have been a free kick. Umpire says no. Ball in dispute. Middle halfback for Warburton and POWELLTOWN. Can't get it out. It's going to be holding the ball.
Because he's dived on it.
He's dived on it, and it's going to be a POWELLTOWN free kick going against Tim McHale, and it's going to Russell McCrimmon. So he's played on, handball to Bayless. Bayless goes with a long kick. It's drifting back. It's drifting back. It's through. It's a great goal by the coach, Jared Bayliss. That's Warburton Millgrove, 11-8-74, trailing POWELLTOWN 14-10 and 94. Back out to 20 points, and we've gone 25 minutes in the final quarter here at POWELLTOWN in this round one clash between traditional local rivals. It's the first time ever. I don't know if they're traditional local rivals, but they are local rivals. So,
definitely traditional rivals.
Definitely traditional rivals, yes.
Yes.
So, Aldridge, he's stretching. He's got to be feeling the pinch. He's rucked tirelessly all day. Thrown up against Mitchell from POWELLTOWN. Neither ruckman got a hand on the ball. Picked up by Elliott. Driven forward for Warburton Millgrove. Ball not brought to ground by the Warburton defence. No one really wants to pick it up except for Chapman for POWELLTOWN. Turns, kicks out wide. Oh, he's got a player all by himself. Cowan, how does he get in that much space? He's got the whole wing. Looks inboard. Finds his teammate there in McLaughlin. He's got players everywhere. Puts it up. Folkes comes out. Easy mark for Michael Folkes. Yeah, uncontested in the end.
Some separation there. Yeah. And because so many Warby players around, and the Wizard wasn't sure whether to go back or stay with him. Yeah. And in the end, they lost out to it.
So Michael Folkes is going to go back. 45-degree angle. Kick from about 35, 40 metres out. Distance shouldn't trouble him. It's all about accuracy now. Going for number 5. So in he comes. Just drags it across the face of goal for a behind. So 14-11, 95 POWELLTOWN. Leading Warburton Millgrove 11-8-74. Nearly 27 minutes of time has gone in this final quarter. So Warburton Millgrove going straight down the middle again. Aldridge flies. Oh, takes it.
Takes the mark.
Great mark. Good kick in from fullback. They're going to move it quick. They know the time is running out. But underneath it is Oxley, and he takes
Second possession.
Second possession.
He hasn't had a kick yet. He handballed it, and he's handballed it again. 2 handballs. To Taylor. Oh, Taylor, that's very lazy.
That's the chippiest kick we've seen all day.
Yeah, under pressure now. Warburton forwards have done well here to keep it in. He's not. Is it going to be holding it? Oh, I thought he was going there.
Oh, yeah.
That chip kick had the gravy on it.
It did. It was heavy in gravy, that one.
It's like he kicked the ground first.
White wins the knockdown for Warburton Millgrove again. A lot of players around the ball, and we're going to get another ball up. Be 20, 25 players around the ball at the moment. It's going to be tough for Warby to get a score on the board. Very open coming back the other way. So Mitchell gets the tap down. Warby have picked up the loose ball. A good inboard kick then from Angus Nelson to Nelson Aldridge, and he's a chance to kick this. The big fella's a good kick.
Nelson to Nelson.
Nelson to Nelson. So the big fella, he's going to wind up. He's going to have to kick
down the barrel, or that?
No, he's got onto it. It's a good kick, but I think just going for that bit of extra distance, he's dragged it across the face.
He didn't need to. He cleared it by 15 metres.
So 11-9-75 Warburton Millgrove. 14-11-95. It's a 20-point game. 28.5 minutes of time played in this last quarter. Chapman brings the ball in for POWELLTOWN. Runs a long way, and that's not a good kick. That's out of bounds on the full, and Warburton are going to get an opportunity to drive it long into the forward line. So Noonan has the ball.
Some leaders near the centre of the ground.
So goes with the left boot, puts it in there. White sets himself. Oxley takes the mark.
3 marks, 2 handballs.
He has. You watch him hand. He's just told
Taylor's there. Taylor doesn't want to back up for that gravy kick before.
So
he walks away very quickly.
Goes. Always play on. The umpire's told him to play on. Oxley gets a kick.
Hey, got a kick.
We're happy with that. Good kick out to the wing, or defensive half back, finds a teammate. Trying to pick up who that is. Goes inboard, tries to find Cowan off the bounce. Cowan, good pick up. Tries to dance around one. Judge breaks the tackle, gets a handball to his teammate. Goes to half forward. No one home there for POWELLTOWN. And I thought he dropped the mark then, but it's been taken there by Jackson Jones. So he's got options to swing out wide and switch, but he goes down the middle of the ground. Oh, he finds his teammate. He's off. Quick handball to Paddy Hunt. Paddy Hunt again with a handball to Iacono. Puts it up in the air. White, 2 to beat. Uses his body. Will the ball stay in? Bailey Humphrey did the smart thing then. Stayed down. Let the big fellas take those. Bring it to the Crummers, mate. Did well. Just didn't bounce for him.
I've got a full-time score down from Mount Evelyn. Mount Evelyn 15-13, 103 have defeated Emerald at 7-14-56.
Mount Evelyn got their first win on the board for the year. POWELLTOwn losing their ruckman, Ratton and Mitchell off, and Folks has got to go into the ruck. So that's might.
No, he was doing that in 2019 for his former team.
In the ruck,
he was. So ball in. White, I know. White knocks it forward and it's gone out of bounds. So deep in the Warburton Millgrove forward pocket, inside their forward arc. Can they get a goal on the board and get a bit of a momentum and try and, 31 minutes gone in the last quarter. It's a 20-point lead to POWELLTOwn. White, Folks wins it down, gets a tap to Bayless. Bayless puts it onto the boot quick. Bouncing ball, goes through a few. That comes out the back. Warburton have got numbers here. Oh, for Kelly, finds a teammate. They've come out wide. Good kick. Ferguson has the ball. He's tried to play on. Follows up the loose ball well. POWELLTOwn have got the numbers there. They dance around. Cowan does well. It's high. It's across the face of goal. And going back and taking the mark is... It's not Ferguson. At least it wasn't a cheap shot.
That's Angus Nelson.
Angus Nelson has got it, and he can have a shot on goal.
Final score down at Yarra Glen, we got Alexandra 15-11 defeating Yarra Glen 11-16.
Good start for the Rebels. So this is Nelson coming in. Missed behind. 11-10-76 Warburton Millgrove. 14-11-95 POWELLTOwn. I think the clock might beat Warburton here in this round one clash at POWELLTOwn. Bayless brings the ball in, goes long and wide to Folks on the scoreboard side of the ground. He takes the mark. Doesn't have a lot. Warburton have got loose plays down back. He tries to clear over the top, but he finds the Warburton defence. They play on quickly. They know that time's running out, so they're trying to move the ball quick. There it is. Time has run out, and POWELLTOwn have won this round one clash versus Warburton Millgrove. The final scores 14-11-95, defeating Warburton Millgrove 11-10-76 in a very good game of football.
Yes, extremely good to get back on the park and out here, and we'll go back to the studios at Yarra Valley FM for a short break and come back to wrap up the games after that. Thank you.